The following is a presentation of Radio Plus Sports. The complete broadcast schedule can be found at radioplusinfo.com.
We're live. Well, good evening and welcome to Randolph High School. Steve Witterhack and Randy Armga back in our home away from home, and Randolph with the press box here, and they treat us very well here in a nice setup. Got Jeff Sauer doing the video streaming, and we are set to bring you Level 2 Division 7 football with the Randolph Rockets taking on a team that they played 2 weeks ago with Lourdes Academy. Definitely opposite end of the spectrum as far as the offense, a throwing team for Oshkosh Lourdes, and almost 2,000 yards passing for their quarterback, plus he can run. And then Randolph's got 4 very prolific running backs, and they've got a great ground game with a good hard-nosed mentality. So looking forward to these two teams meeting each other 2 weeks after they played, and Randolph won 30-24 in that game.
You and I talked a lot about the differences in these two teams just a couple of weeks ago, and we thought 2 weeks ago, rainy, windy, we thought it would really slow down Lourdes Academy, not so much. Tonight again, dry, but it's quite breezy, so they seem like they're well prepared for those conditions.
Yeah, Randolph really adjusted nice, and we'll talk about that game. I've got the stats from it. We'll talk about that game from 2 weeks ago, but they did kind of figure things out a little bit on defending the short passes. They don't go down way downfield a whole lot for Oshkosh, but he does have like 4 very good receivers out there, and he just kind of uses that pass as a run, and they kind of ate Randolph up, but they did not do it in the second half. They didn't score. Except for so they have 3 points in the second half was on a field goal. Is all they had in the second half. So Randolph did a great job and won that game 30-24. So nice adjustments, and we've seen that from Randolph here over these last weeks as they've really been playing their best football here in the playoffs.
Yes, and I think you're right. They make adjustments at halftime as good as any team, and they come out and it seems like, you know, we watched first halves and we say, boy, Randolph can't stop anybody tonight. And then they come out in the second half and they play much better defensively. They make some adjustments. Last week we saw them stop an option offense that was really doing well in the first half. And then they made some adjustments. All of a sudden they're in the backfield making, tackles for loss. So they seem to do a good job of that. And, yeah, it's a little chilly. I'm glad we have the heaters. But
they take care of us. We got a heater up on the by the ceiling. We've got one I'm afraid my coat might get melted and a little close to it behind me. But, yeah, I mean, look at this morning. I think I had shorts on when I went to the radio station. Had my Milwaukee Bucks shirt on, seeing they're 1-0, undefeated on the season. And I had that on this morning. And here I'm wearing a coat with a vest underneath. I got a winter hat just in case out here and dressed for totally different weather. Things changed in a hurry today.
Yeah, Dame Lillard had a nice opening game for the Bucks. Broke the franchise record for a debut with 39 last night. And I think he was 17-17 or 18-18 from the free throw line, something crazy like that, too. So maybe he can help Giannis at the free throw line this year, give him a few lessons. Yeah.
Did you hear my trivia question that I asked on the morning show for the news? I asked what college did he go to? Do you remember?
I did not hear your
Damian
show.
Lillard. Yeah, he went to Weber State, and it looks like Weber, but it's Weber State in Ogden, Utah that he's from. But, man, what a great pickup for the Milwaukee Bucks. So excited about having him on the team. It's not going to be all on Giannis's shoulders to do, 50% of the scoring out there. So exciting stuff for the Bucks, exciting stuff for the Randolph Rockets here tonight. Tom Chase doing a great job with the team, and had a chance to talk to Tom just a few days ago about this game tonight, about his team, who I know he loves these guys, and he loves how they've come together and really a very cohesive unit, and they got each other's backs, and he'll be talking about that in the interview that we're going to bring to you in just a few minutes. Randolph getting set to take on Oshkosh Lourdes at Randolph High School, Level 2 Division 7 football. Steve and Randy with you, Jeff doing the video streaming, and we've got looking forward to this game here tonight. And we'll be back with that interview with Tom Chase in just a few minutes on RP Sports.
HomeandAuto.com. Check out our selection of over 400 new and used vehicles. HomeandAuto.com. Every vehicle from all 4 of our locations in one convenient place. Find your perfect car without leaving home at HomeandAuto.com. New vehicles from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and Ford. Pre-owned from $39.82 and certified pre-owned. Plus the warranties and hometown service you can depend on. Make the Holman family your first stop at HomeandAuto.com. We make you feel at home at Holman.
A reputation for being the best, the toughest zero-turn mower ever made doesn't come easy. It's earned by a precision cut, a perfectly manicured lawn, a job well done. It's earned by outworking, outperforming, and outdoing with horsepower, handling, and versatility. It's heavy-duty build quality and cutting power that means business. Introducing Bobcat zero-turn mowers. Bring tough to turf. See Wapont Equipment Company in Wapont and Watertown today, your official Bobcat dealer.
Are you or a loved one living with the discomfort and hopelessness of peripheral neuropathy? The tingling, the numbness, the life-altering pain? Are you tired of taking medications that only mask the symptoms or don't work at all? You don't have to live like that anymore. Introducing New Medical Center, your beacon of hope in the fight against peripheral neuropathy. Our team of dedicated specialists uses the latest advancement in medical technology to help you regain control of your life. Our personalized treatment plans are designed to reduce your pain, improve your balance, and restore your quality of life, all while targeting the cause of your neuropathy. We believe in a holistic approach, combining cutting-edge therapies and lifestyle changes that can slow down, stop, or even reverse the progression of your disease to help you live your life to the fullest. Don't let peripheral neuropathy hold you back. Take the first step towards a pain-free life. Call New Medical Center today at 920-324-9899 or visit us on the web at newmedicalctr.com. That's New Medical Center, 920-324-9899. Because you deserve to live without pain.
Randolph Family Dental understands families. Dr. Ross Werner and his daughters, Dr. Madeline Werner and Dr. Muriel Werner Didman, are there to take care of all of your family's dental needs. They are committed to the highest level of care for their patients. And Randolph Family Dental is currently taking new patients. Call them at 920-326-3191 or visit them at their new facility at 130 Progress Drive in Randolph. Randolph Family Dental is a proud supporter of Randolph sports.
Summers in Wisconsin. One day it's 70 and sunny, the next day humid and 100. Stay one step ahead with All-Phase because your comfort is our priority. Hi, this is Bucky with All-Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, serving Dodge, Columbia, Fond du Lac, Marquette, and Green Lake counties. Our family-owned business is here for you in all seasons. We have over 25 years in the field. Log on allphasecomforts.com.
All-Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, providing your comfort zone for all season. The Randolph Booster Club would like to say congratulations, Randolph, on a great season. They'd like to wish the Rockets best of luck in today's playoff game. Since its inception, the Randolph Booster Club has raised more than $250,000 from organized events and donations from members, all which have made their way back to the community for youth athletics. The Randolph Booster Club. Good luck, Rockets, in your game today.
Welcome back to more of our pregame show brought to you by Home and Auto Sales. I'm Steve Winterhack at Randolph High School. Randolph Rockets getting set to take on a familiar opponent, the Lourdes Knights, right out of the Trailways Conference. And with me right now, the head coach for the Randolph Rockets, Tom Chase, joining me in this. Tom, just talk about your team from last week, a 34-33 win over against a very hard-running Crivets, very physical team out of Crivets. You had to get a couple touchdowns in the last half to win that game by 1 point. Talk about how resilient your team is.
Well, yeah, and again, first of all, Crivets is a very good football team. We knew coming in they run flexible, and they're very good at it. So we had our hands full. I knew that we would. Our kids' resiliency really showed through in the fourth quarter and all the way through the game. They put a lot of grit, a lot of toughness. They really care about each other, and I think that's what's really, really made this team special because they care so much for each other, and they want to keep playing for each other. They don't play for accolades or awards. They're playing for each other because they care so much for each other.
Yeah, that's what I gathered after I interviewed the few of your young men after the game this last week and that victory at Crivets. And the last few times, it's really been fun to watch them develop from where they started in the beginning of the season to where they are right now. They just seem like they've matured and they've really become a close, cohesive bunch. So it's really been fun to watch that change in your team.
Yeah, they're a special group. Like I said, it's just a joy to come to practice because they want to practice hard every day. They don't want to let their teammates down. If they do, they feel bad about it, obviously, because they're so close to each other, and that's just a really fun thing to be around.
How about the Welcome back to more of our pregame show brought to you by Home and Auto Sales. I'm Steve Winterhack at Randolph High School. Randolph Rockets get
All those types of things. He's just a great kid.
out there and got the winning touchdown for you, and then he went right down cramped up again. But, man, just the intestinal fortitude of Ben Paul was really very impressive.
Yeah, Ben's a really good football player now, and not just last week. He's been a really good football player. To limit what Wade can do. He can throw it well, so he can also run it well. We got to limit what he can.
I don't get it.
Welcome back to more of our pregame show brought to you by Home and Auto Sales. I'm Steve Winterhack at Randolph High School. Randolph Rockets getting set to take on a familiar.
When we played him, I believe he'll be playing this week. So,
in over 300 yards with Wade Lindahl. So talk about your opponent, what you might see that might be different in this game coming up.
Well, first of all, Lourdes is very good, obviously. Their quarterback is outstanding. He does a really good job of seeing different things that are out there, different schemes, and is able to find the open receiver. They're good. There's no doubt about it. They play good defense. They were missing one of their starting inside linebackers when we played him. I believe he'll be playing this week. So it's going to be a tough test for us, obviously, to limit what Wade can do. He can throw it well, so he can also run it well. We got to limit what he can do. I don't think we can stop totally. We just got to limit what they can do. And the other part of it is that we need to do what we do, and that's control the football and keep the ball in their hands, keep it away from them, and then we have to finish our drives. And we've done that for the most part all year, and that's been a real good thing.
I thought in that game when you played them last time, they were kind of having their way a little bit with you passing, and you guys kind of adjusted. The guys kind of knew where those little holes are, where they were trying to get him over by the sideline, 5-8 yards up the field, and he started kind of taking that away a little bit and a little more mindful of Lindahl when he took off. So I thought a nice correction during the game when you beat them by 6 points a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, I know Coach Hepp has done a great job, our defensive coordinator, and we made a couple of adjustments at halftime that I think really helped in the second half, and we limited them to, I believe, a field goal in the second half. So and that's a great thing. So if we can just continue to play good defense, get better each week, hopefully we can continue to play for a couple of weeks. If we cross our fingers here in that respect, but and if we can just continue to move the football and don't make mistakes, then we got a chance.
Well, Coach, it's been fun watching you and how the team developed during the season, and looking forward to what should be a great high school football game tonight. So good luck tonight against Lourdes.
Thank you, Steve. We appreciate all your coverage.
Okay, Tom Chase, head coach of the Randolph Rockets, joining us, and we'll have more of our pregame show coming your way in just a few minutes as our pregame show continues on RP Sports. The Boathouse Pub and Eatery on the shores of Fox Lake serves lunch and supper with the best view of Fox Lake. Their menu gives you many delicious options like burgers, pizza, nachos, chicken, sandwiches, wraps, and so much more. The Boathouse has great specials Monday through Saturday, including all-you-can-eat chicken wings, all-you-can-eat spaghetti, burgers and fries, tacos, and of course their amazing fish fry. Bring your friends or make new ones at the Boathouse Pub and Eatery on Chief Kuno Trail, Fox Lake. Visit Ace in the Hole in Randolph to experience a warm atmosphere for a round of golf. They have 2 true golf simulators. Or do you prefer another sport? Test your hitting skills with Rally Baseball. Also enjoy slapshot hockey, breakaway soccer, foot golf, disc golf, bowling, zombie dodgeball, or have a Wild West shootout. Ace in the Hole offers a controlled environment to enjoy your favorite sports all year round. Visit their website to set up a tee time at acegolfsims.com. That's acegolfsims.com. Or call Jeff at 608-516-6067.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Wisconsin.
This message presented by the Wisconsin Interscholastic Athletic Association and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
Marshview Veterinary Clinic is a proud supporter of the student athletes of the Randolph Rockets. The team at Marshview is happily accepting new patients for wellness and surgery. We're also pleased to offer emergency and urgent care services for pets throughout the community. Dr. Jeff Hookstead, Dr. Jackie McIntyre, Dr. Colby McIntyre, and the friendly staff at Marshview look forward to seeing you and your four-legged companions. Go Rockets!
Roberts Brothers Painting of Randolph is a proud supporter of Randolph Rockets athletics. Family owned and operated since 1958, the Roberts Brothers have the skills, knowledge, and techniques to get your exterior paint job done right, no matter your painting needs. Roberts Brothers Painting uses the finest materials and equipment to guarantee a professional job that you'll be proud of. For more info, visit robertsbrotherspainting.com or give Hugh or Paul, the Roberts Brothers, a call at 326-5103 or 326-6214 for all of your exterior painting needs. File Supper Club invites you to gather your friends and celebrate Oktoberfest with them every Saturday through November 4th. They lay out a table of all-you-can-eat German comfort food like schnitzel, stuffed cabbage rolls, goulash, potato pancakes, hearty rye rolls, and more. Don't forget File's 15-foot salad bar. Also, be sure to sample their Oktoberfest beverages. Reserve your table ahead of time by calling 920-326-5544. It's an Oktoberfest celebration each Saturday through November 4th at File Supper Club, south of Randolph, on Highway 73.
Welcome back to Randolph High School. I'm Steve Winterhack. Randy Armgear with me. Jeff Sauer on the video streaming and ready to bring you Level 2 Division 7 football playoff action. The Randolph Rockets taking on Lourdes Academy. You heard what Coach Tom Chase thinks about his players. Pretty high on these guys and how cohesive they are, and talked about his opponent here tonight. This definitely gives them a ton of respect. Seen they do something totally opposite. They're a passing team. Randolph's a running team. But let's take a look at Randolph's last game against Crivets. That was a crazy one here at Randolph High School in the Level 1 football game. And Randolph came from behind, scored 12 points in the fourth quarter. Big interception that Ben Paul, he couldn't ask any more out of him. And he got that interception that eventually set up to the winning touchdown. But just a pretty impressive fourth quarter for Randolph. When it looked like things were pretty bleak for them for a while.
Yeah, and Ben Paul cramping up during that game. I even made a statement. I don't see how he's coming back. He was on the sideline in severe pain with looked like a calf cramp, and went back in and actually scored that winning touchdown. Then he cramped up again. But yeah, maybe the biggest play of the night for him was that interception that really sealed the deal. So what a game.
Well, for Ben in the game, he had 4 touchdowns. I mean, just a monster game for him. 23 carries, the workhorse on the team, 114 yards. He had that big interception that set up the eventual winning score. And like you said, it's kind of something the legends are made out of. You go down and you're in a lot of pain with a cramp, and he comes just says, I'm coming in, I'm going back in. He comes in and he scores a touchdown, and then he cramps up as soon as he goes into the end zone. So just a crazy story. Carter Meredith, another, added a little drama to the whole thing, too, by going to his dad's wedding, standing up, and got here just as they're introducing players on the field. And we mentioned, I think you might have mentioned it, if you've never seen something like that before, the guy coming in right before the game starts, the quarterback, a running quarterback, is kind of strange.
Yeah, basically no warm-up that we know of anyway, and I think just put on his jersey and made it on the field and took over the reins right from the get-go. So, yeah, kind of a storybook game last week, I guess, for Randolph. You couldn't ask for much more than that, and then he comes in behind wind.
Nicholas Kutzman, one of the leading tacklers, 9 tackles in the game, but he also had himself 17 carries, 98 yards, and 1 touchdown in the ball game. So he was doing it both sides of the football, as a lot of these guys do. Jacob Kyle, 7 carries, 18 yards, and big Jonathan Elva, we like him. We interviewed him after the game. He had 10 tackles to lead Randolph in that ball game. So they're doing it on both sides of the ball, and got the key players that made it happen last week. As far as the Lourdes Knights, they took on Ozaki, and they won 33-21, and they was a total aerial show with Wade Lindahl. That's what we're going to be mentioning his name all night long. He's their lead rusher. He's their quarterback. He's got almost 2,000 yards of passing on the season. He had 300 yards last week, 26 of 40 for his passing last week with 3 touchdowns. Also 16 carries for 86 yards and 2 touchdowns. So he had his hand in 5 of the touchdowns out there on the field. He's a stud out there, and you got to know where he's at. If you think he's going to throw it, sometimes he takes off, and very effective doing that too.
Yeah, and you and I, we were talking here off air a little bit. We kind of got their offense figured out. You know, they run guys deep, and then they run people across the field underneath, and they kind of use it as a running game, which it is. It's a short pass, and then try and let those guys do some work and maybe break a tackle and pick up extra yardage. So basically a passing game that is designed to stimulate running.
Yeah, taking a look at some of his receivers from this last game, Mitchell Wing, He had 8 receptions for 105 yards and 1 touchdown. You had Jock Mercheros, 8 receptions, 73 yards, 2 touchdowns. Dominic Bauer, 4 receptions, 68 yards. And Braden Stadinsky, he had 4 receptions for 46 yards. And that added up to over 300 yards of passing that they had in that ball game. For Randolph last week, I think they lit up with 350 yards last time these two teams met. When I was looking at the stats from 2 weeks ago, 365 yards rushing when they met in that ball game. That was rainy, it was windy, it was rain coming right in toward the window here. Opposite winds likely tonight, no rain. It's coming from behind us, so we're not getting the wind coming in with our windows that are taken out here. So, windy conditions, and that could help Randolph a little bit, but we'll see tonight.
Yeah, the short passing game didn't seem to be affected a lot by the wind, so we'll see. And yeah, it's perfect football actually for playoff football because just perfect weather. I mean, it's going to be in the 40s tonight, crisp, cool, and I think the players like it.
We got people checking in already. Savannah, one of our regular viewers out there, checking in, said, "Let's go Rockets." Pete Bawalda says, "Go Rockets." Mentioned the replays too in there. Also, Janice, she had "Go Rockets," and Bridget Meyer said, "Go get them Rockets." So the Rocket fans out there, we invite the Lourdes fans too to join us here tonight if they want to watch this football game on RadioPlusInfo.com. But again, thanks for joining us tonight. Just about ready to get things going here, so we're going to take a break, come back with tonight's game. It's Randolph at home, Level 2 football, taking on the Lourdes Knights. Big game with a couple of teams out of the Trailways Conference meeting up tonight. Back with more Randolph Rocket football on RP Sports.
File Supper Club invites you to gather your friends and celebrate Oktoberfest with them every Saturday through November 4th. They lay out a table of all-you-can-eat German comfort food like schnitzel, stuffed cabbage rolls, goulash, potato pancakes, hearty rye rolls, and more. Don't forget File's 15-foot salad bar. Also, be sure to sample their Oktoberfest beverages. Reserve your table ahead of time by calling 920-326-5544. It's an Oktoberfest celebration each Saturday through November 4th at File Supper Club, south of Randolph, on Highway 73.
The Randolph Booster Club would like to say congratulations, Randolph, on a great season. They'd like to wish the Rockets best of luck in today's playoff game. Since its inception, the Randolph Booster Club has raised more than $250,000 from organized events and donations from members, all which have made their way back to the community for youth athletics. The Randolph Booster Club. Good luck, Rockets, in your game today.
Randolph Family Dental understands families. Dr. Ross Werner and his daughters, Dr. Madeline Werner and Dr. Muriel Werner Didman, are there to take care of all of your family's dental needs. They are committed to the highest level of care for their patients. And Randolph Family Dental is currently taking new patients. Call them at 920-326-3191 or visit them at their new facility at 130 Progress Drive in Randolph. Randolph Family Dental is a proud supporter of Randolph sports. Roberts Brothers Painting of Randolph is a proud supporter of Randolph Rockets athletics. Family owned and operated since 1958, the Roberts Brothers have the skills, knowledge, and techniques to get your exterior paint job done right, no matter your painting needs. Roberts Brothers Painting uses the finest materials and equipment to guarantee a professional job that you'll be proud of. For more info, visit robertsbrotherspainting.com or give Hugh or Paul, the Roberts Brothers, a call at 326-5103 or 326-6214 for all of your exterior painting needs.
HomeandAuto.com. Check out our selection of over 400 new and used vehicles. HomeandAuto.com. Every vehicle from all 4 of our locations in one convenient place. Find your perfect car without leaving home at HomeandAuto.com. New vehicles from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and Ford. Pre-owned from $39.82 and certified pre-owned. Plus the warranties and hometown service you can depend on. Make the home and family your first stop at HomeandAuto.com. We make you feel at home at Homan.
Marshview Veterinary Clinic is a proud supporter of the student athletes of the Randolph Rockets. The team at Marshview is happily accepting new patients for wellness and surgery. We're also pleased to offer emergency and urgent care services for pets throughout the community. Dr. Jeff Hookstead, Dr. Jackie McIntyre, Dr. Colby McIntyre, and the friendly staff at Marshview look forward to seeing you and your four-legged companions. Go Rockets!
And we are back at Randolph High School announcing, I believe, the seniors tonight for the Randolph Rockets. And Lourdes, they were announced as a team. Again, the winner of this ball game will be playing coming up next Friday in Level 3 football, and it's Reedsville, the number 1 seed, playing Cambria Friesland, another team out of the Trailways, and they're battling at Reedsville tonight. So definitely be a Trailways team in the third level, one way or another. It'd be kind of neat if they had 2 teams. That means Cambria has to win their ball game, but things have really changed here today. Last week was not too bad a day, but this morning was 65, 66 degrees. When we got up this morning, I was doing the morning show, and things that it said is exactly what happened here today. They predicted it about 9 o'clock was going to be the warmest temperature, and after that it's going to slowly go down. And right now we're sitting at 44 degrees here at game time. Good breeze coming from one side of the field, going across the field towards the Lourdes Academy Knights on that side of the field. The nice thing is that's coming behind us, so these open windows we have.
That's perfect.
Wind isn't rushing in right now.
I just checked my phone about 5 minutes ago. It said 49, and 5 or 8 minutes ago, now it's 44, so it's dropping quickly.
Yeah, we're looking at like 30s on Monday. It's going to be in the 30s for a high. Yeah. So it's turning to fall of what it's supposed to be kind of this time of year. Randolph Rockets, again, we mention it all the time about the difficulty in reading their jerseys, and they will have to get and will be getting new jerseys coming up next year, where if they have dark blue jerseys, they'll have to have some light, like probably white lettering on there and numbers on there, so we'll be able to call the game a whole lot better. Yeah, we can see their numbers.
WIAA is mandating that the even basketball and the other sports as well, the numeration has to be more distinct. I don't know, Steve or Jeff, either one of you guys, none of us are really wagering people, but who are we betting on tonight? This is going to be a coin flip, I think.
$10 on the Rockets.
Oh, yeah.
That's right, you can't bet.
That's right, you can't do that.
No,
I'll tell you what, this is two evenly matched teams, and we saw that 2 weeks ago. A game could have gone either way.
Randolph will receive to get things going. And back deep for the Rockets, it will be Nicholas Kutzma. Let's tell what those pink socks is. Yes, I'm just going to try an onside kick to start things out. A good job and a great field position. Did we see that last week, too, when he kind of wondered why they would do that and give the other team a good field position when they had a pretty good kicker, we found out later, when he did kick a ball deep. But and they made some unusual decisions going for that 4th and 15. Just a little ways over the halfway on the field, and that just gave Randolph really good field position after that, too. It was just it's a strange call.
Yeah, it appeared Randolph was well prepared for that onside kick right there. They had everybody up there and only one man deep, one guy midway.
So Randolph will take over at their own 46-yard line, and we are underway. And Meredith's going to pitch it out to Kutzman around the right side. Is now into Lourdes territory and has himself a nice pickup of about maybe 9 yards, 8 or 9 yards on the play. Depends on where they put him. It looks like it's right at the first down marker, according to the official in front of the Randolph bench. Maybe they're going to put him just maybe a little bit short, possibly. Yeah, it's going to be a second down, and the short with the ball just inside the 45-yard line.
We have an official's timeout right here. Not exactly sure. Some discussion early on.
Exactly sure what they're going to do with this official here, where he went out of bounds, is like lined up a little further down, and so they're going to come all the way across the field to measure this one. They measure all the way over by the Randolph, because that's where the ball went out of bounds, and they have it setting there right now. So, going to test our lines crew. They always want to get on the radio and us to mention them. They think they're one of the best in the area, from what they tell me.
It's going to be less than a yard short, right?
Yeah, looks like they're walking it back out to the middle field. We're going to put it, but just coming up just short on that runner on the right side by Nicholas Kutzma.
Actually do have to give a shout out to the yard marker across the other side. He was right on. He showed that it was short. Great job.
Okay, here it is, just past the 44-yard line, and almost a 10-yard run there for Kutzma. Second down and very short to go for Randolph. That's a good sign here for tonight. You always want to thank Nick for his pink socks, because you can tell that's him because you can't see the number real good, but that is Nick with a big, somebody else has them, but his are the real bright pink ones. This time Jacob Kyle in motion. Going to give it to Ben Paul up the middle, and he's the guy you want to grind up the middle to get those tough yards, and he picks up about 3 yards on the play up to about the 42-yard line.
Yeah, hopefully Ben hydrated himself well this week. Yeah. A couple of days ahead, maybe got a banana and some orange juice in him, get that potassium up a little bit so he doesn't have those cramping issues, because you know he's going to play almost every snap.
Randolph with one receiver split out to the right. Fake handoff, and Meredith's going to take it around the left side, trying to find some room. It gets wrapped up at about the 40. He'll pick up 2. It'll be a 2nd down and 8 for the Rockets. Yeah, you really got to be religious with where your defensive responsibilities are against Randolph. You don't know what they're going to do. They might, swing it out, pitch out last second on an option play, fake handoff right, go left like we just did right there. You got 2 yards on it. Got so many options that they can run off this set. And they're going to give it to Kutzma around the right side, and he's going to fight his way up for about a 4-yard gain up to about the 36-yard line. Anybody else wants to check in, feel free to do that on our chat line here. We've had Janice and Pete and Savannah and Bridget have checked in already. I'm looking forward to some level 2 playoff football. Randall kind of complained we haven't had a nice, a game at home. Now they got 2 of them right in a row, so everything kind of handed to him for the best possibility here. Goes Meredith. He's going to keep it. He crosses the 30-yard line and down to the 20, still on his feet before he goes out of bounds. Nice job by Meredith. He's got some great feet out there. And he's patient to see what develops in front of him, and then when he decides to go someplace, it's quick. He's very quick. And a nice run there by Carter Meredith, getting it down right around the 16-yard line.
If I'm not mistaken, this was the game where Randolph never threw the ball one time. And,
it was 0 passes.
Yeah, 0 pass attempts against the Lourdes in that last meeting. I don't think I've ever even seen anything like that either.
This time Paul's going to take him. There's a hole there. He gets it inside the 5, taken down right around the 3-yard line. Nice little run right up the gut by Ben Paul. And I enjoy talking to Ben. There's a guy, he's a football first guy. He's got a great mentality for it. He likes to hit. He likes to deliver hits out there, especially when he's the running back. I'm going to put the punishment on the defender, and he's a fun player to watch, and he plays with some passion.
Only a sophomore as well.
Only a sophomore, yeah. First and goal of the ball about the 40-yard line, and we're going to give it to Ben Paul, and he just takes it easily around the right side. A touchdown for the Randolph Rockets. Made it look pretty easy. And a beautiful drive, nice methodical run up the field for the Randolph Rockets, and they score first. Just under 10 minutes left here in the first quarter.
We have to assume Randolph will go for the 2-point conversion, which they almost always do.
Yeah, I thought they were going to develop Jonathan Alvin to his freshman year. He was kicking field goals and extra points, I should say, and he did pretty well, I thought. And they're going with a 2-point conversion route. Now they use Ben Paul again, who's going to take him down that close to the goal line, and he's in again pretty simply. 8-0 in favor of the Randolph Rockets. 9:54 left in the first quarter, and we'll take a break back after this with more Randolph Rocket football on RP Sports.
We all know the struggle, the ups, the downs, the roundabouts on the journey to losing weight. This is Dr. Randy Blahoviak at New Medical Center, and we understand. We've been...
I forgot to turn it up.
That's weird. That's weird.
Playing an echo back, which it shouldn't be doing.
Proud to offer you a fresh start with our semaglutide weight loss program. Semaglutide, commercially known as Wegovy, is an FDA-approved medication that mimics a hormone your body naturally produces. It helps to curb your hunger, eliminate cravings, and lets you focus on what truly matters, living your best life. But it's more than just a medication. It's about feeling good inside and out. It's about finding your confidence, your strength, and reclaiming the life you've always dreamed of. We've witnessed remarkable transformations here at New Medical Center. Real people, like you and me, taking control of their health, their happiness, and their future. Take it from me, I lost 40 pounds. That's 20% of my entire body weight in 5 months with no change in exercise. It was easy. Begin your transformation today. Call New Medical Center at 920-324-9899 or visit us on the web at newmedicalctr.com.
Okay, we are back at Randolph High School. Steve and Randy with you, and Randolph leading 8-0, just a little over 2 minutes into the ball game. Kicking off for Randolph, Caleb Cook, little low squib kick, and that is, well, it's going to get by the receiver of the kick, Matt Yagi. He's going to go down and pretty much right where he picked the ball up, right around the 25-yard line. Gets by him. He can't let that happen. That benefits Randolph, so that's ball sitting at the 25-yard line on the night side of the field. 1st and 10 for Lourdes.
Randolph can't ask for a much better start than they just had. 2 minutes, 6 seconds into the first quarter, and able to score. All kind of aided by that short field they had to go by that onside kickoff that start the game. I don't get that either. You're giving your opponent the ball near the 50-yard line.
Yeah, just a 54-yard drive. And the aerial attack, a completed pass over to Stadinsky over along the left side, and he gets at about the 32-yard line. So he's going to pick up about 6, maybe 7 yards on the play. Make it a 2nd down and 3 yards to go.
Jared Bawalda on the coverage and the tackle.
Randy honed in on those numbers. Going to run it around the right side. Mitchell Wing with it, still on his feet, and he's got himself a 1st down and a lot more. Gets it up past the 40-yard line. 1st down now for Lourdes.
Lourdes had a lot of success with that jet sweep in the first half when they played a couple of weeks ago. The second half, Randolph did a much, much better job of shutting it down.
Okay, now ball sitting just before the 43-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Knights. And they're going to try to take it around the left side in the hands, I think, of Braden Stadinsky. No, that's the quarterback, actually. That was with Lindahl with a carry. And he gets it up to the 44-yard line. Very short gain of about a yard. It's going to be a 2nd down and 9 for the Knights. And a couple runs in a row. Unusual out of Lourdes. Looks up the field, just a quick little pass, and a little miscommunication on how far he should be up the field with Brandon Stadinsky. Kind of checked up at about the 47 and should have been about the 49-yard line. That's where the pass went. So an incomplete pass makes it a 3rd down and 9.
All those passes thrown out in the flat, those little down and button hooks, those little down and outs, you just wait for somebody to step up and maybe pick one off.
Lindahl looking for, he's going to get wrapped up and taken down. Randolph all over that one. Big defensive play for the Randolph Rockets will make it a 4th down and long, and the ball further back now into Lourdes territory. It looks like maybe the punt team coming out. Great job, great penetration. And the next thing you knew, Lindahl had somebody wrapped around his leg and somebody hit him high, and he went down. Ball inside the 40-yard line. 4th down and about 13 yards to go. Lindahl also the punter. It's going to land at about the 40 and take a pretty good Lourdes bounce inside the 30-yard line down to about the 27-yard line. 1st and 10 now for Randolph. See if they can put another score on the board. Good job on that drive defensively for the Rockets.
Yeah, it's much better than a couple of weeks ago. Again, Lourdes able to move the ball up and down the field, and at least in the first half, and Randolph able to force a punt here right away on Lourdes' first possession.
Here we go, under 8 to play in the first quarter. 8-0 Randolph. They get the ball back after a great defensive series. Meredith has it around the left side, trying to kick out a little bit and find some space there, but he gets strung out, maybe a gain of 2 or 3 yards for Carter Meredith.
Carter Meredith on the carry. Yeah, I think he got a good 3 yards there.
Yeah. Nice.
Hard to see. So much traffic on that far side.
You never know where they're going to spot it. That's the thing, on the far side of the field. So 3-yard gain, 2nd down and 7 for the Rockets. And just hand it up the middle again, and this time they do slow down the running of Ben Paul. Maybe picks up a yard on the play. He said a 3rd down and 6 to go.
That's Ben Paul's 5th carry already here in the only about 5 minutes gone in this game.
Yeah, he has been the workhorse and been fun to watch him run the ball. 3rd down and about 6 yards to go. Just one receiver split out to the right. And they're going to give it to Paul again. He gets kind of tripped up but stays on his feet and gets himself up to maybe the 37 or 38-yard line before he's taken down. So he's going to be, looks like a little short of the 1st down mark. It'll be a 4th down and about a yard to go now for the Randolph Rockets. Right now he's giving it the eyeball to see if it's close enough to measure it all. Yeah, looks like they're calling for him to come over and measure this one. So we'll see. Maybe something will go their way. A little crooked line or something there might help them out just a little bit.
No indication at all that Randolph was going to bring the punt team on the field. So
I don't think so. I don't think they can stop any of them, especially Paul, from getting a half a yard or a foot or whatever he might have to get.
This is close.
Oh, that is a Randolph 1st down. Right about the tip of the ball. And again, just enough Ben got to get a 1st down for the Rockets.
Well, a good thing they measured it.
Yeah.
Good for the officiating crew.
Some of those cluers, I think, said, we'll take I think I can eyeball it from here. But yeah, they did, and that paid off for the Randolph Rockets. 1st and 10. Keeps the clock moving, 6:10 and counting down in the 1st quarter. 8-0 Randolph on your new medical integrated healthcare scoreboard. And they're going to pitch it out over to Kutzman around the right side, and he's going to lower his shoulder and get himself over the 40-yard line. And punishing running back out there. He definitely puts a hit on the guys waiting to try to tackle him coming around the side.
It's about the 42-yard line.
Up to the 42-yard line right now, and it'll be about a 4-yard pickup. 2nd down and 6, almost 7 yards to go for a 1st down. Running around the left side of center. Not much over there for Ben Paul.
It's about to the 45-yard line.
Now it'll be a 3rd down and about 3 yards to go for the Rockets.
3 yards to go.
Just keep waiting for Randolph to maybe put a ball in the air one time. See if they could surprise Lourdes a little bit.
Yeah, Carter, he was 3 for 3 last week for, I forgot what I had him down for how many yards, but a pretty decent performance and completed all his passes. Oh, no place to go on that carry up the middle. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a 4th down and 3 yards to go. Don't think the Lourdes fans, they didn't want to sit on the bleachers they have across the street.
No.
They're like right here to our left. Get the cowbell.
Not a good vantage point over there anyway.
That's terrible.
There's like six people over there, 5 or 6 people.
I've seen that at some places too, where they just have a row of those small, low little bleachers, and can't expect anybody to want to go there. Well, Kutzman's going to get it, but he's going to get hit right away, and Randolph's going to come up short on their 1st down. Matter of fact, they're going to lose yards on the play back to about the 41 or 42-yard line. So they were kind of all over that one defender waiting right there for Kutzman to grab it, and he got hit right away and went down. So a loss on the play and a turnover on downs for the Randolph Rockets. Now in the hands of the Lourdes Knights, and they've got good field position sitting at the 41-yard line of Randolph.
And I believe that was a backwards toss as well, so dangerous there. It could have gone as a fumble possibly.
So the Knights back with the football. We'll hand off up the middle, getting it to Brady Ridenour. And Randolph did a good job. Ridenour, a pretty good sized guy out there. What is he? Brady, 6'1", 195. Big guy, but Randolph there to cover it pretty good. He picked up 1.5 yards, maybe 2 yards on the play. Ball sitting right around the 40-yard line.
Once again, Lourdes using signage on the sideline to send all their plays in. Never huddling.
Second down and a long 8. Lindahl's going to take it around the left side, and he's going to get wrapped up, and he lunges forward to about the 37-yard line. He'll pick up maybe 3 yards on the play. Get a third down and right around 6 yards to go for a first down.
I believe that was Caleb Cook on the tackle. Again, I apologize for not being able to see the numbers very well.
Yeah, look up the field. That is complete in the hands of Dominic Bauer. And as soon as he caught it, that was about as far as he was going to go. A defender right there, and stops any more progress up the field. But going to put another fourth down on the down marker. He's going to be 2 yards short yet. Fourth down and 2 to go. And Lourdes set to go for it here on this 4th and 2.
A pretty nice catch right there, coming in hot just as he turned around to find the ball.
And Randolph's going to give him the first down on that, kind of jumping off sides. Off sides on the Randolph Rockets. And it'll be a first down for Lourdes Academy.
Gave him a little Aaron Rodgers right there.
Yeah.
Hard count on 4th and a couple of yards to go.
So 1st and 10 for the Knights. After that offsides by the Rockets. A little look off to the right. Another completed pass over to Bauer. He's going to try to power himself up closer to that first down marker. I'm going to say maybe a little short yet. It's about 2nd down and about 1 yard to go. 9 yards on that reception. On to 2:33 and counting down. Kept the clock rolling after that. Again, jumping off sides in the middle. Got another little hard count. Got another lineman. He's going to come out, and another lineman will replace him.
Yeah, 2 times in a row. Come and take a seat, at least for a couple of plays.
Elijah Herpel getting a call for that and having a seat right now, like you said. 1st and 10, both times of the offsides. And Lindahl's going to fake handoff around the right and gets around the right of center. Keeps it himself. Gets himself up right around, maybe just outside the 10-yard line. Picks up 2 on the play, makes it a 2nd down and 8, getting deeper into Randolph territory. In the game that we had before, they have a very good kicker with Matt Yagi out there, and they're kind of trading off gaining a point there for at least a few of the touchdowns because they go for that was almost could have been picked off and went the other way with it. A nice play by Levi Cook. Was that 15? No, Mitchell. It was 15.
I think it's either 15 or 25. I'm not sure. Either Jack Smeedema or Levi Cook.
He's right there. Right on the other side of 11 there. I can't see what that is.
25.
It's 25? Okay.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Okay.
Jack Smeedema.
Yeah, good.
Had that one measured. That would have been to the house.
Well, 3rd down and about 8 yards to go. They're throwing for the end zone and going up and bringing it in. And that is a touchdown for Lourdes Academy. A 10-yard touchdown pass. Let's see who caught it out there.
Could not see the number on that. It was a nice catch, I'll tell you that. Went up above and high-pointed the ball.
Okay, so a touchdown for Lourdes after Randolph couldn't sustain a drive on their last possession and gave them the short field. 1:41 left. Again, like I said before, they have a very good kicker with Yagi. And trading off the 2-point conversion Randolph had for extra point, and that one gets partially blocked. So that is no good, and Randolph now with a 2-point lead yet, 8-6, with 1:41 left in the first quarter. Back with more Rocket football in just a few 30 seconds on RP Sports.
A reputation for being the best, the toughest zero-turn mower ever made doesn't come easy. It's earned by a precision cut, a perfectly manicured lawn, a job well done. It's earned by outworking, outperforming, and outdoing with horsepower, handling, and versatility. It's heavy-duty build quality and cutting power that means business. Introducing Bobcat zero-turn mowers. Bring tough to turf. See Wapont Equipment Company in Wapont and Watertown today, your official Bobcat dealer.
Okay, we are back, and I guess they don't appreciate the cowbells. It's against the rules to have a cowbell or any noisemakers at a game, and they're just told that a big cowbell going on over in the Lourdes Academy cheering section. Not happy about that, but rules are rules. Again, going for the onside kick, and again, Randolph covers, and again, they'll have very good field position. I don't think that's worked out good for him. Just surprised. I know this kicker, we've seen him, Yagi. He can belt the ball down the field. Take your chances that you're going to tackle him somewhere before the 50-yard line.
It's a nice job again by Randolph. The up guys threw a few blocks to protect. I think that was Jared Boalda that was able to, more of a hands guy that was able to cover the ball. And you said right at the 50.
Yes, right there. A couple bad decisions, I think, by
I don't understand
Academy.
it.
No,
I certainly don't understand it.
I think it's just a bad decision, just honestly. And Jacob Kyle gets it around the left side. He's going to get a minimal gain of a yard or two, getting himself into Lourdes territory.
It's Jacob's first carry of the night.
Yeah.
He did a nice job last week when Ben Paul cramped up.
Yeah.
He went in and filled that fullback slot.
He did
on that winning drive and had a couple of carries for good yardage. Then Ben Paul able to come back right at the end there and got that cramp worked out and scored the touchdown. But yeah, nice job by Kyle filling in at fullback.
I agree. Ben Paul's going to get it, crosses the 45, and he's going to lunge forward, just kind of forces with his legs himself backwards and back towards downfield, and he gets himself up to the 40-yard line, and a first down for the Rockets. Oh, he finishes hard, always gets a little something at the end of his runs, and that time he got himself a first down with that last little push with his legs to get himself over the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Rockets. This time Meredith's going to keep it, cuts up over the 35, and he's still on his feet, spins around, and taken down right around the 20-yard line. Slick little moves there by Carter Meredith. Fun to watch him run. He just finds that, and once he decides he's going to run, then he's off to the races and has some great footwork out there, and he's got himself down to the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Rockets.
He had a carry earlier for 20 yards down the sideline. Got him for 4 carries for 45 yards, 2 of those for 20.
And we're going to give it to Ben Paul around the right side. He's going to pick up right around 8 or 9 yards on the carry. Simple run around the right side. And Lisa is watching Nicholas and Carter from California.
Welcome
Lisa
to the warm weather.
Yeah, and Sarah Olson also watching. And that is the end of the first quarter of play. Randolph on the drive right now, but at the end of the first quarter is Randolph leading Oshkosh Lourdes 8-6. Back right after this with the second quarter of action from Randolph High School on RP.
I got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Wisconsin.
This message presented by the Wisconsin Interscholastic Athletic Association and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
Do you have an air conditioning cluster? How about a cooling conundrum? When it's humid and 100, don't get caught without the AC. Your comfort is our priority. Hi, this is Jackie with All-Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, serving Dodge, Columbia, Fond du Lac, Marquette, and Green Lake counties. We offer quality American Standard and Coleman air conditioners with a 15-year parts and 10-year labor warranty. Call 920-763-2301 or log on to allphasecomforts.com.
All-Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, providing your comfort zone for all seasons.
Back and forth. Back.
Okay, here we go. Second quarter of action. Randolph on a drive right now. Second down and a yard to go. Ball sitting right around the 11-yard line for the Rockets. Yeah, give it to Ben Paul, and said, I'll get that yard for you and a little bit more. Gets it inside the 10-yard line up to the 9-yard line. About a 2-yard gain for Paul. Make it a first and goal for the Rockets. Ball sitting at about the 9-yard line. Unless they put it back at the 10. Just inside the 10.
That is Ben Paul's 11th carry already in this game.
Yeah, just one play into the second quarter. He's the one that just wants to keep getting the ball, too. Just keep on feeding me. I'll get you something. Okay, give it to Ben around the right side. He's got himself inside the 5-yard line, maybe down to right around the 3 or 4-yard line, somewhere in there.
12 carries, 57 yards unofficially right now for Ben Paul in this game. He has been doing all the dirty work.
So second down to go. The ball sitting at the 4 is where they're going to mark it. Big shift there in the defense, and Paul's going to just bull his way into the end zone. And he just put his shoulder down and hit the defender and said, I'm getting in. I'm going in. And Paul scores from 4 yards out. Touchdown for the Rockets.
He's having a good postseason.
Yeah.
What do you have, 4 touchdowns last week?
Yeah, 4 touchdowns.
4 touchdowns. He's got
winning
2 already tonight. Plus the 2-point conversion.
So Randolph scores early here in the second quarter, going for the 2-point conversion. Meredith's going to try to get in for the 2-point conversion, but it's not looking good. He's going to throw it in the end zone, and they're going to get it that way. Wow, he definitely stopped. There's no place to go on that one, and he looks up, well, maybe I'm going to throw it in the end zone, and he does, and everything working for the Rockets right now. Ball in the hands of Jacob Kyle. Good job by the guys, his teammates out there. They kept moving and got themselves open. Kyle opened in the back left corner of the end zone, and 2-point conversion good. Randolph scores, leading now 16-6. Back in 30 seconds or more, Randolph football on RP Sports.
Visit Ace in the Hole in Randolph to experience a warm atmosphere for a round of golf. They have 2 true golf simulators. Or do you prefer another sport? Test your hitting skills with Rally Baseball. Also enjoy slapshot hockey, breakaway soccer, foot golf, disc golf, bowling, zombie dodgeball, or have a Wild West shootout. Ace in the Hole offers a controlled environment to enjoy your favorite sports all year round. Visit their website to set up a tee time at acegolfsims.com. That's acegolfsims.com. Or call Jeff at 608-516-6067.
Okay, we are back here at Randolph, and we've got a Florida listener, Randy.
Yeah, Amelia Lindahl. Cheering for Lourdes.
Cheering for Wade.
Wade, yeah. Welcome aboard. We are kind of homers for Randolph, but
Amelia, what's the temperature down there?
It's about 43 here right now.
Yeah. Okay, so Randolph up by 10, 16-6. Under 11 to play here in the half. Ball is taken again up, kind of a short one up to Jock, but Chiros gets it and gets hit immediately. Nowhere to go, and Randolph's doing a good job covering after kicks, making it very short runbacks of any, and that goes up to about the 36-yard line. That's where they'll start out on the Lourdes side of the field.
Levi Wiersma busting down there, making a good solid tackle.
And Kelly Tina said, let's go Lourdes, let's go Wade. All right, we definitely invite the something. Kind of hear a
Kelly's
back.
in Florida as well or not?
Oh, that's yours.
my
Okay.
phone.
Okay. And Lindahl's going to carry it, keep it, and get himself up maybe just as over the 40-yard line. Pick up maybe 4 yards on the play. Make it a 2nd down and 6 yards to go. Well, it's freezing up here right now. I can tell the people down in Florida that they're sitting in paradise down there. I like visiting Florida, but I don't think, I'm not living down there. But it's a nice place to visit. They're going to hand it around the left side to Machuros. And he's on his feet, gets it over the 45-yard line up to about the 46-yard line.
Looks like he's going to be just short of a first down. You might see another measurement.
Yeah, another one that's close. Yeah, we're going to measure this one. Again, this is the measuring crew. So sometimes you get the guy that has the electric eye that can see it across the field. But I guess there's nothing wrong with that.
Level 2 playoff.
Yeah,
Maybe
things a
little more important.
A little more tense. No more cowbells, no more fun in the crowd.
Ooh, this one's going to be really close.
And that is a first down for Lourdes Academy.
1/8 of an inch.
Yeah. Got it up to the 46-yard line of Lourdes. 1st and 10 now for the Knights. Steve Witterhack with you, Randy Armstrong, bring you the play-by-play. Jeff Sauer on the video streaming. Hope you're enjoying our presentation here tonight. Aaron Schreiber says Mayville up over Lake Country Lutheran 7-0. Mayville making a really nice surge at the end of the season here after having not a bad regular season, but upsetting number 1 seeded WLA in the first level 1 game. What a disappointing ending of the season for WLA. They have to play Lourdes. They're 8-0, and both teams were undefeated. They just got blew off the field by St. Mary Springs, and then they play the first level as a number 1 seed and get beat by the 8th seed, Mayville, and pretty convincingly. 2nd down and a long 5 yards to go now for Lourdes. Calling out a play, trips to the right now for the Knights. And it goes Lindahl. He kind of runs into somebody, but still on his feet, and he's got himself a first down and more down to about the 42-yard line. Yeah, Wade looked like he was kind of stopped at first, but then he just kept those legs churning and got himself a nice gain. 1st and 10 now for the Knights up to the 42-yard line.
Well, Lindahl, a pretty big, strong guy as well.
Yeah.
Senior, 190-pound high school player, is a good-sized quarterback.
Yeah, he's the guy. He's the guy that gets all the passing yards, over 2,000 now on the season, and their main running back. Got it to Machuros, and it's complete. He gets it down to the 30-yard line. So the Lourdes machine is now on a drive down to the 30-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Knights.
Wade had a little zip on that ball. Right on the numbers.
Columbus and Sun Prairie. Thanks to Aaron Schreiber giving us some updates. 7-7 Columbus and Prairie to Sheen in their ball game. Columbus with a pretty nice squad this year. I'm not familiar at all with Prairie to Sheen. 1st and 10 for the Knights, so the ball just outside the 30-yard line. 8:15 and counting down here in the first half. Lindahl's going to keep it around the right side. Going to get wrapped up and taken down maybe just outside the 25-yard line. 2nd down and about 5-6 yards to go for a first down. Kind of holding his leg a little, limping a little bit is Levi Wiersma, the left defensive end for Randolph, but he's all right, ready to play. Looking to pass. Lindahl looks up the field, and that is a completed pass. Yeah, a bit of a gain in the hands of number 2, Dominic Bauer.
Carter Meredith right there on the coverage.
Yeah, a couple defenders right around him, so a pretty nice pass to squeeze that in there.
Lindahl, he's got a good arm. He can zing it. Nice tight spiral.
He understands where his receivers are, too, where these guys are going to be, and they're expected to be. Third down and about a yard to go.
He came off to the sideline. You're right. He's catching his breath a little bit.
He was kind of reaching down by his foot or his ankle or something. Kind of limped over for that last play, and now he's out of the game.
Certainly doesn't look like it's anything severe. I think he's giving himself a little blow.
Okay, here we go. Something on the field. They just threw it off there. 3rd and 1. Lindahl is going to get caught from behind, but he dives forward, and he's got himself what should be a first down right up to about the 20-yard line. Yeah, that moves the sticks. 1st and 10, and Lourdes Academy on a drive, running some time off, though. Under 7 minutes to play, and they wind the clock up again. 16-6, the lead now for the Randolph Rockets, but Lourdes Academy on a drive, getting deeper into Randolph territory. Lindahl looking off to his left and take it up the middle and lunges forward again. Finishes well. Gets himself about a 3-yard gain up to about the 17-yard line. It'll be a 2nd down and 7.
2nd and 7 for Lourdes.
Lourdes Academy on the move right now against the Randolph Rockets. Randolph up by 10. A couple scores. Going to pitch it off to Machuros around the left side. Kind of runs into some traffic and then it's taken down right around the 15-yard line. Pick up 2, maybe 3 yards on the play. You get a 3rd down and a long 5 to go. I'm mentioning Machuro's name quite often here in the last this drive so far. He's been a big part of it. They're down and almost 6 yards to go. Lindahl with it, in trouble right now. He's wrapped up and taken down at the 21-yard line, maybe the 20.
Ben Paul, one of the first 2 guys to get there.
Yeah, I can't read numbers.
I can't. The only one I could tell was
the other one, long hair out there too. You can see the guy coming right at us here, and he was another one that was in on that tackle. So, down to 5:10 left. It's a 4th down and 10, and they are going for it now for the Lourdes Knights. And kind of looking off to his right out the field, and that is almost intercepted. And why not? You should miss it because you're going to get more yards out of it after that, but still, nice job there by the Rockets.
That was Levi Cook, and you're right. That it was an advantage to Randolph by not intercepting it.
Nice job by the Rockets, bending a little bit but not breaking. And with 5:01 left, Randolph will take it over here in the 2nd quarter. 16-6 the lead now for the Rockets. See if they can get a nice little long drive going.
Plenty of time left, 5:01.
Yeah. That would be nice. Just keep that clock moving here. You give it to Ben, kind of stumbles, and he's on his feet yet. And he's still just dragging people up the field, and there's a flag toward the end of that. So I don't know if there's maybe a face mask on the way, but man, he just, what a punishing run. It looked like he was stumbling when he first got the ball, and all of a sudden he shot out of there like a cannon. There's bodies everywhere and dragging people up the field, got it up to the 40, and a flag at the end of that play.
Almost has to be a face mask. There was no one else in the area.
Yeah, it was
has to be a defensive penalty, you would think.
Yeah, it was the official that's there on the defensive end, and a face mask going to be called, and that's going to add some more yards onto the end of that play. They're taking that one all the way now into Lourdes territory, going to put it at the 45-yard line. So a nice run by Ben Paul and a nice penalty for Randolph to benefit from to get it into Lourdes territory. 1st and 10 now for the Rockets. They just got the sticks all set. Take the ball to run the right side with Kutzma, and there's a flag at the end of the play. Hopefully we'll see if that might take the ball back a little bit. It was about a 2-yard gain on that by Kutzma. And the winner of this ball game will be playing next week Friday, level 3 football, and the two teams battling it out right now. Reedsville hosting Cambria Friesland. So in this half of the sectional, they've got 3 teams out of the 4 are from the Trailways Conference.
Yeah, it shows a little bit about the quality of football that's being played right now in this conference.
And a hold called on the Rockets. They're marking that off, and now Randolph back on their side of the field. Ball just past the 45-yard line. Greg and Natalie, Carter's dad and stepmother, watching from way up north on their honeymoon. You wouldn't miss this game. I'm glad you could join us for it. Congratulations on your wedding that I think Carter was part of, stood up in the wedding.
Well, exactly 1 week ago tonight.
Yeah.
Or the afternoon probably, because Carter made it back here by about 6:59.
Yeah. Just announcing the starting lineups on the field, and there he comes running up at a dramatic time to do it when everybody's watching the field anyway. So it's a second down and a little bit more than 15 yards to go. The ball just shy of the 50-yard line for Randolph. And Meredith's going to kick it out to the left side over to Jacob Kyle. Taken down by about 2 or maybe 2 of the Lourdes Knights, and gets it down just inside the 45-yard line out of the 44. So it'll be a third down and about 9 yards, maybe 8 yards to go for the Rockets.
Good time to see maybe a little option here by Carter Meredith. You can get to the outside edge, you can get those big plays.
Cuts my in motion. Meredith going out in trouble right now, and he's looking up the field, but he's going to get taken down for a loss right now. Battles his way close to the 45-yard line, but that one did not work out well for the Rockets, and they're going to lose some yards. It's going to be a third down, fourth down, and about 11 yards to go. That one kind of fell apart there, and Carter had nowhere else to go with it.
Yeah, Carter, the defense, just a good job. Yeah, they are going to bring in the punt team.
That's something you don't see out of these teams. They're big on going for it on fourth down. Low line driver, but that is fielded at the 20-yard line. And going around the left side, still on his feet yet. And run up to about the 40-yard line for Mitchell Wing. Gets it up to the 40-yard line. First and 10 now for the Lourdes Knights with 2:23 left here in the first half. 16-6 in favor of the Rockets.
Time going quickly in this game. A lot of running by both teams, as well as the short passing game that keeps the clock moving.
Yeah, let's see if Randolph's defense is up to the task here. Lindahl looks up the field on along that left sideline. He's got a receiver open, and he was past the defender out there with Mitchell Wing, was streaking down the left sideline. Overshot him just a little bit. He couldn't bring it in, so an incomplete pass will stop the clock at 2:18.
Yeah, there was a chance right there for the big play, and as you said, maybe just a hair overthrown, but that's a pretty good ball.
And that was definitely the route that they're looking for, and I'm sure they've scored on that number of times this year. Yeah, they're a team. They can strike fast. Great passing offense. And this time they're going to have the quarterback, looks like Lindahl, taking it just left of center and gets maybe a yard, possibly 2-yard gain on the play. Good job by Randolph. We're getting close to the 2-minute mark left here in the first half here at Randolph High School.
Yeah, you'd think maybe Randolph would consider calling a timeout to force a punt. Anything can happen, and get a bad snap, maybe a block punt.
Lourdes Academy just happy with letting the clock run right now, and then before they start getting counted down to run the play. And here goes Lindahl looking up the field. He's got another receiver open. Man, that was Dominic Bauer. He overshot him. He was about the 30-yard line, but Couple yards too far ahead of him. Incomplete pass makes it a 4th down and 8 with about a minute 33 left. And looks like they're setting up to punt the ball away. Yeah, a couple receivers that got past their defender on both sides of the field, but incomplete passes. Best part about that, it stops the clock for Randolph if they get it back. And Nicholas Kutzma back to receive for the Randolph Rockets. Lindahl with the punt, little low. Punt's going to land on the 35, then it just kind of takes off, but heads out of bounds, heads off to the left, so we'll see where they mark it going out of bounds. And they're going to put it right around the 38-yard line. I wouldn't be good at that as official of figuring out where that ball from across the he ran quite a ways over there to pick that mark from this inside the field. That can't be an easy thing.
Just a judgment, that's for sure. That's all they can do.
Yeah. Well, not too bad a field position for Randolph. They got a minute 26, got a 10-point lead. It would be huge if they could possibly get some kind of score here before halftime. And it ended up being a running team. And, boy, just the surge right now. Now here's a scrum. Getting the ball to about the 46-yard line.
Finally a whistle. Ben Paul again. Wow.
Now you figure when the whole pile's moving, that Ben Paul's got to be in the middle of that, inside that pile with the football in his hand, and gets himself about a 7-yard gain up to just past the 45-yard line. 2nd down and 3 yards to go. And Randolph's going to lose a little bit on that run by Carter Meredith, trying to go around the left side with it.
Well, dangerous there. Ben Paul pitching it back at the last minute. So
make sure you're going to mark him. I think he gained a yard on it. A little progress, and it's going to be a 3rd down and 2 with the ball sitting at the 47, under 30 seconds to play. Yeah, we've got a timeout taken by Oshkosh Lourdes with 22 seconds left.
They wanted to make sure they set their defense and didn't give up a big play here.
Let's see, Heather Skinner says, go Jared Bawalda, go Rockets, watching from Minneapolis. So we've got people watching all around the country again. That's what it's all about, right, Jeff?
That's what it's all about.
Yeah, we can, anybody who's got a computer and internet access can watch a game no matter where they're at, whether it's grandparents or sisters, brothers, aunts, uncles, they can all watch, and that always does my heart good when I see that. The people I can't get here can actually watch the game and cheer on their team.
Last update we had was 7-7 in that Mayville game. We also have Columbus 13, Prairie du Chien 7.
Okay, so a timeout taken with 22 seconds left. I mean, I'm sure Lourdes is just making sure they don't give up any big play here with time running down here at midfield. 47-yard line of Randolph. They've got the ball there, a 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Randolph will have to kick the ball away in the second half. Everybody all bundle up and don't do anything to move to keep themselves warm. We've got heaters in here, so it's kind of toasty. 3rd down and 2 for the Rockets. Carter Meredith trying to draw him off sides, but almost got him to go. And now he got his own teammates to jump. So that's going to move him 5 yards back, make it a 3rd down and 7 yards to go.
Sure, yeah, I was going to say it was close. Close for Lourdes jumping first, but
I don't know. Is that a rule in high school? I know it is on Sundays. Is that one on?
Yeah, they never did go into the neutral zone, I don't believe. So it's just Randolph, as you said.
Yeah, it's going to be a 3rd down and 7 to go with 22 seconds left.
Really doesn't change a whole lot, I guess.
No, not really. 42-yard line. 3rd down and 7 for the Rockets. Kutzman in motion. Meredith will take it around the left side. And he crosses midfield, and he's going to get knocked out of bounds right around the 40 with 15 seconds left. Nice job by Carter. Got himself past the initial defenders with some little juke moves there and took it along the sideline when he had a little opening and finally got his progress cut off right around the just outside the 40-yard line in the Lourdes side of the field.
Just over 15 seconds left here in the half. See if Randolph has one of those favored plays that you practice once in a while for moments like this. Maybe a hook and ladder play or some kind of lateral play, or
one of those things that they mentioned a few weeks ago about the ones that are kind of right up on the playground that they figured out. Paul's going to get it and going to get himself a minimal gain inside the 40 up to about the 38-yard line. Down to 10 seconds left, and Randolph will now take a timeout. And we will take a 30-second timeout. Be back with more Randolph Rocket football on RP Sports.
File Supper Club invites you to gather your friends and celebrate Oktoberfest with them every Saturday through November 4th. They lay out a table of all-you-can-eat German comfort food like schnitzel, stuffed cabbage rolls, goulash, potato pancakes, hearty rye rolls, and more. Don't forget File's 15-foot salad bar. Also, be sure to sample their Oktoberfest beverages. Reserve your table ahead of time by calling 920-326-5544. It's an Oktoberfest celebration each Saturday through November 4th at File Supper Club, south of Randolph on Highway 73.
Okay, here we go. A little over 10 seconds left. Timeout taken by the Rockets. A second down and about 8 yards ago with the ball at the Lourdes 38-yard line. Meredith back in the shotgun, and he's going to keep him himself. Tries to get around the side, and Chase gets past a few of the defenders before he goes out of bounds with 5 seconds exactly left in the half. Hoping to find, with his feet, find a little hole there and be off to the races, but just 5 seconds left.
Time for one more play.
I was surprised with Krivitz last week. They got a couple of plays down the sideline to get about a little over 30 yards out to take a last-second shot when they thought Randolph won that game 34-33, but pretty impressed they got a couple plays off with 11 seconds left and still had another play. Here goes Meredith looking down the field, and I don't know, he's getting himself away, but now he's in trouble. He's going to get taken down, and that'll be it for the first half. But entertaining, especially if you're a Randolph Rocket fan. First half here at Randolph High School. They take a 16-6 lead into the locker room, and we'll come back after a few minutes and talk about the first half of action here at Randolph High School on RP Sports.
HomeandAuto.com. Check out our selection of over 400 new and used vehicles. HomeandAuto.com. Every vehicle from all 4 of our locations in one convenient place. Find your perfect car without leaving home at HomeandAuto.com. New vehicles from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and Ford. Pre-owned from $39.82 and certified pre-owned. Plus the warranties and hometown service you can depend on. Make the Homan family your first stop at HomeandAuto.com. We make you feel at home at Homan.
A reputation for being the best, the toughest zero-turn mower ever made doesn't come easy. It's earned by a precision cut, a perfectly manicured lawn, a job well done. It's earned by outworking, outperforming, and outdoing with horsepower, handling, and versatility. It's heavy-duty build quality and cutting power that means business. Introducing Bobcat Zero-Turn Mowers. Bring tough to turf. See Wapont Equipment Company in Wapont and Watertown today, your official Bobcat dealer.
Are you or a loved one living with the discomfort and hopelessness of peripheral neuropathy? The tingling, the numbness, the life-altering pain? Are you tired of taking medications that only mask the symptoms or don't work at all? You don't have to live like that anymore. Introducing New Medical Center, your beacon of hope in the fight against peripheral neuropathy. Our team of dedicated specialists uses the latest advancement in medical technology to help you regain control of your life. Our personalized treatment plans are designed to reduce your pain, improve your balance, and restore your quality of life, all while targeting the cause of your neuropathy. We believe in a holistic approach, combining cutting-edge therapies and lifestyle changes that can slow down, stop, or even reverse the progression of your disease to help you live your life to the fullest. Don't let peripheral neuropathy hold you back. Take the first step towards a pain-free life. Call New Medical Center today at 920-324-9899 or visit us on the web at newmedicalctr.com. That's New Medical Center, 920-324-9899. Because you deserve to live without pain.
Randolph Family Dental understands families. Dr. Ross Werner and his daughters, Dr. Madeline Werner and Dr. Muriel Werner Didman, are there to take care of all of your family's dental needs. They are committed to the highest level of care for their patients. And Randolph Family Dental is currently taking new patients. Call them at 920-326-3191 or visit them at their new facility at 130 Progress Drive in Randolph. Randolph Family Dental is a proud supporter of Randolph sports.
Summers in Wisconsin. One day it's 70 and sunny, the next day humid and 100. Stay one step ahead with All-Phase because your comfort is our priority. Hi, this is Bucky with All-Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, serving Dodge, Columbia, Fond du Lac, Marquette, and Green Lake counties. Our family-owned business is here for you in all seasons. We have over 25 years in the field. Log on allphasecomforts.com.
All-Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, providing your comfort zone for all season. The Randolph Booster Club would like to say congratulations, Randolph, on a great season. They'd like to wish the Rockets best of luck in today's playoff game. Since its inception, the Randolph Booster Club has raised more than $250,000 from organized events and donations from members, all which have made their way back to the community for youth athletics. The Randolph Booster Club. Good luck, Rockets, in your game today.
There we are. And we are back. We are back at Randolph High School. Your halftime score, Randolph leading 16-6. I'm Steve Witterhack. Randy Armgood with me. Jeff Sauer on the video streaming. And pretty nice looking first half for the Randolph Rockets in this level 2 game.
It certainly was, and especially that opening drive. They only had to go, 54 yards or something, or 56 yards, but looked really good right there. And I think the defense has played better tonight. They've been more sure tackling on those short passes and limiting them to minimal yardage after the catch.
Yeah, great defense, and they almost gave up some big plays there, but some overthrown passes there towards the end of the first half. But Randolph still, I thought, played very solid defensively. And Ben Paul, how many carries do you have him for?
I have him down unofficially 16 carries for 88 yards. So he's approaching 100 yards in the first half alone.
Yeah, what a workhorse out there for the Randolph Rockets. But let's just kind of take a look at the scoring here in the first half. It's a little over 2 minutes into the ball game. Randolph not usually a quick strike team, but if they get a short field like they did, 2 onside kicks so far to Randolph, which set them up with a short field a couple times. But 9:54 left in the first quarter. Randolph scores already a 4-yard touchdown run from Ben Paul, one of his 2 touchdowns, and the 2-point conversion good with Ben taking it in the end zone. 8-0 Randolph at that time. And then Lourdes Academy, they get a touchdown with, and Randolph did get the ball back in there. There was an exchange of the football, and finally it was Lourdes that got it back for the second time in their second drive, and they end up scoring on a 10-yard touchdown pass from Lindahl into whoever was in that right corner of the end zone that brought it in. Did you write it down?
I tried to watch it on, I think it might have been Mason Carpenter, number 21, if I'm not mistaken, but that's
could be a different
not
number.
Official.
A different number that I have guys that normally don't receive, but could have been in that the right corner of the end zone. But it still was a completed pass. The extra point was blocked by Randolph, making it 8-6, and that's how we ended the first quarter of action. But Randolph looking pretty solid and unstoppable. Did get stopped pretty quick after about 3 plays, 3 and out in that second drive. But pretty impressive first drive, I thought, from Randolph.
And never underestimate the importance of getting that blocked extra point there. And the thing almost went in anyway. I don't know if it either hit the crossbar or just went under the crossbar by just a little bit after the partial block. So that could come into play later in this game.
Randolph does get the ball back before the end of the first quarter, and then they continue into the second quarter. And with 10:53 left, a 4-yard touchdown run again by Ben Paul. And the extra point, good. That was a great improvised job there by Carter Meredith. Looks like he was just going to try to take it around the left side, but he got strung out and he was in trouble. But he's a pretty cool character out there, and a good job by his teammate out there with Kyle. He kept himself moving out there and found himself open in the back left corner, and Meredith found him and threw the ball to him, and another 2-point conversion good, giving Randolph a 16-6 lead and 10-point lead. But that was a really nice play for Meredith, who's in trouble trying to get away from people, still to find Kyle open in the end zone.
Yeah, credit Carter with extending the play and keeping it alive long enough, and then, probably something they do in practice once in a while when you get bored of the same old routine. And Jacob probably says, well, I'm going to, when I see this happening and you're scrambling around, I'm going to go back in the corner of the end zone. And as you said, a pretty good throw, too, under a little pressure there. So that's a nice job. And that, again, could be a big part of this game, those 2-point conversions.
Yeah, that was the other game, too.
Randolph's good at it. They have a high percentage in getting those extra points like that. So very important.
So that was the first half. That's how it ended. Both teams had opportunities but got their scoring drive stopped for the rest of the first half, and it ends at 16-6. Randolph leading Oshkosh Lourdes, and Randy and I are going to take a break right now. Come back, and he'll give you some of the unofficial numbers. He'll tell you it's always unofficial. So I'm going to sit here by my heater and have a good little break and be back in a few minutes with more Randolph Rocket football on RP Sports.
The Boathouse Pub and Eatery on the shores of Fox Lake serves lunch and supper with the best view of Fox Lake. Their menu gives you many delicious options like burgers, pizza, nachos, chicken, sandwiches, wraps, and so much more. The Boathouse has great specials Monday through Saturday, including all-you-can-eat chicken wings, all-you-can-eat spaghetti, burgers and fries, tacos, and of course their amazing fish fry. Bring your friends or make new ones at the Boathouse Pub and Eatery on Chief Kuno Trail, Fox Lake. Visit Ace in the Hole in Randolph to experience a warm atmosphere for a round of golf. They have 2 true golf simulators. Or do you prefer another sport? Test your hitting skills with Rally Baseball. Also enjoy slapshot hockey, breakaway soccer, foot golf, disc golf, bowling, zombie dodgeball, or have a Wild West shootout. Ace in the Hole offers a controlled environment to enjoy your favorite sports all year round. Visit their website to set up a tee time at acegolfsims.com. That's acegolfsims.com. Or call Jeff at 608-516-6067.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Wisconsin.
This message presented by the Wisconsin Interscholastic Athletic Association and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
Marshview Veterinary Clinic is a proud supporter of the student athletes of the Randolph Rockets. The team at Marshview is happily accepting new patients for wellness and surgery. We're also pleased to offer emergency and urgent care services for pets throughout the community. Dr. Jeff Hookstead, Dr. Jackie McIntyre, Dr. Colby McIntyre, and the friendly staff at Marshview look forward to seeing you and your four-legged companions. Go Rockets!
Roberts Brothers Painting of Randolph is a proud supporter of Randolph Rockets athletics. Family owned and operated since 1958, the Roberts Brothers have the skills, knowledge, and techniques to get your exterior paint job done right, no matter your painting needs. Roberts Brothers Painting uses the finest materials and equipment to guarantee a professional job that you'll be proud of. For more info, visit robertsbrotherspainting.com or give Hugh or Paul, the Roberts Brothers, a call at 326-5103 or 326-6214 for all of your exterior painting needs. File Supper Club invites you to gather your friends and celebrate Oktoberfest with them every Saturday through November 4th. They lay out a table of all-you-can-eat German comfort food like schnitzel, stuffed cabbage rolls, goulash, potato pancakes, hearty rye rolls, and more. Don't forget File's 15-foot salad bar. Also, be sure to sample their Oktoberfest beverages. Reserve your table ahead of time by calling 920-326-5544. It's an Oktoberfest celebration each Saturday through November 4th at File Supper Club, south of Randolph, on Highway 73.
There you go.
Okay, we are back at Randolph High School. I'm Steve Winterhack, and with me Randy Armgett. It's halftime, and the Rockets leading 16-6, and Randy's got some numbers for you from the first half.
I'm creeping in closer to you, Steve, to get more near the heater every second.
Yeah,
it's
I'm kind of hogging it a little bit
I
over
just looked at my phone, 41 degrees right now. Temperature's dropping. So, first off, rushing. Quarterback Carter Meredith. I have him 8 carries, 65 yards. 2 of those were 20-yard carries, so ripping off 40 on a couple of long runs. Ben Paul, 16 carries, 88 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a 2-point conversion. Nicholas Katzma, 4 carries, 16 yards. Jacob Kyle, so far tonight, only 2 carries for 7. And in the passing game, Carter Meredith is 1 of 1. He had that 2-point conversion for 3 yards, and that went to Jacob Kyle. So, and that was kind of not by design. I think that was just improvised, as you said before. And so Randolph really not attempting to pass the ball again tonight against Oshkosh Lourdes.
Yeah, don't have to. They've got the studs out there, 4 guys that can all carry the ball for you. So Randolph well equipped to kind of mix it up there and just run the ball away against Oshkosh like they did last time when they played. They had 0 passes in the entire game and ended up winning that game 30-24. We do have some other scores around the area. Of course, one that has an impact on this ball game here, and one of the teams here, Reedsville, is taking on Cambria Friesland. And it is Reedsville leading at halftime 21-0 in that ball game. That's the last update we had. Most of these are halftime scores that we're getting. So, again, the winner of that game plays the winner of this game coming up in the level 3 football game, and that's kind of considered the semifinal. Isn't it a quarterfinal game? Maybe, I'm not sure. Semifinal, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know either.
The
That would be a
level.
quarter. I would think
the 5th level,
quarterfinal,
the state championship. Yeah, so it'll be. Yeah, so that's another step closer to the state tournament in the next ball game, and Randolph sitting with a nice 10-point lead going into the second half. Would love to take their opportunity to take on possibly Reedsville in the next ball game. But other halftime scores: St. Mary Springs taking it to Howard's Grove, 35-0 against Springs. Just a machine, and they're leading by 35 points at halftime. Fond du Lac, the Cardinals are leading De Pere 21-7. Now, Fond du Lac, a team that had a slow start, but they had some key injuries on that team too early in the season, and those guys are back, and they're looking like a team that could give anybody a problem in Division I level 2 football in the rest of this playoff run. So good job there by the Fondy Cardinals. I think they were the 5 seed, and De Pere was the 8th seed. So I'm not sure that number 1 seed that De Pere knocked off last week. But Mayville is doing a great job again. Not the greatest of seasons like they've had in the last couple of years, but they're over at Lake Country Lutheran, and I called a game there about 2 seasons ago. I called the game, and I think Jeff couldn't make it that day, Jeff, on that game, and I went over there, and I was entertained with an unbelievable game, and Lake Country Lutheran, the higher-seeded team, and it was Mayville taking it to them and winning that ball game, and then going all the way to the state tournament. I got to call their game against Campbellsport. We had 1,000 people that watched that one that night. It was a huge showing there at the field and a huge viewership that night, and they've got great support there over at Mayville, and right now they're tied at 7 at halftime, so go Cardinals in that ball game. And those are the updates we have for halftime scores. Those games are also covered on Radio Plus. St. Mary Springs, the Fond du Lac game, and Mayville game, all covered by our Radio Plus family. 4 games that we're covering, so a pretty impressive showing here by Radio Plus. You're covering football here in the postseason.
Yeah, and thank you to everybody that's tuned in right now. We have approximately 150 computers logged in from both teams, so welcome to everyone, and hope you have an entertaining second half.
Okay, we're going to take about a 3-minute break, come back with the second half. Randolph leading 16-6. Back with more Randolph Rocket football on RP Sports.
Auto.com. Check out our selection of over 400 new and used vehicles. HomeandAuto.com. Every vehicle from all 4 of our locations in one convenient place. Find your perfect car without leaving home at HomeandAuto.com. New vehicles from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and Ford. Pre-owned from $39.82 and certified pre-owned. Plus the warranties and hometown service you can depend on. Make the home and family your first stop at HomeandAuto.com. We make you feel at home at Homan.
Marshview Veterinary Clinic is a proud supporter of the student-athletes of the Randolph Rockets. The team at Marshview is happily accepting new patients for wellness and surgery. We're also pleased to offer emergency and urgent care services for pets throughout the community. Dr. Jeff Hookstead, Dr. Jackie McIntyre, Dr. Colby McIntyre, and the friendly staff at Marshview look forward to seeing you and your 4-legged companions. Go Rockets!
The Randolph Booster Club would like to say congratulations, Randolph, on a great season. They'd like to wish the Rockets best of luck in today's playoff game. Since its inception, the Randolph Booster Club has raised more than $250,000 from organized events and donations from members, all which have made their way back to the community for youth athletics. The Randolph Booster Club. Good luck, Rockets, in your game today.
A reputation for being the best, the toughest zero-turn mower ever made doesn't come easy. It's earned by a precision cut, a perfectly manicured lawn, a job well done. It's earned by outworking, outperforming, and outdoing with horsepower, handling, and versatility. It's heavy-duty build quality and cutting power that means business. Introducing Bobcat zero-turn mowers. Bring tough to turf. See Wapont Equipment Company in Wapont and Watertown today, your official Bobcat dealer.
Summers in Wisconsin. One day it's 70 and sunny, the next day humid and 100. Stay one step ahead with All-Phase because your comfort is our priority. Hi, this is Bucky with All-Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, serving Dodge, Columbia, Fond du Lac, Marquette, and Green Lake counties. Our family-owned business is here for you in all seasons. We have over 25 years in the field. Log on allphasecomforts.com.
All-Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, providing your comfort zone for all season.
Yeah. Okay, we are back for the second half of action. Randolph, again, will have to kick the ball off, even though they have a 10-point lead here. They received in the beginning of the football game, so looking forward to should be an exciting second half here. Everything's kind of brewing around the other fields, a lot of lopsided games going on, except for that Mayville Lake Country Lutheran game that's tied at 7 at halftime.
Yeah, you're right. I think we could have a very exciting second half, and as you mentioned before, Lourdes missing on a couple of close plays that could have gone the distance on pass plays where the receivers were open. So, yeah, it could be a different game if those connections had been made. But
I want to say hi to Robert Bellhouse out there. Says, go Lourdes, we're pulling for you from Southwest Florida. Mace Carpenter's fan club down there. And KP says, go Ben from Rockville, Indiana. Must be Ben Paul, I'm thinking. So here we go. Second half just about ready to go. Caleb Cook will be doing the kickoff. Still question those little onside kicks that Lourdes has done so far in the ball game, but
Randolph as well. They kind of line drive, low kicks.
Yeah.
Don't.
They've been covering them pretty good,
Yeah,
though.
they
Getting
do.
down, they got down there and covered in a hurry. And here we go. Great crowd here. Everybody all bundled up here. 40 degrees. That seems pretty cold this time of year yet. We're not quite ready for it when it's 60 to start the day. And great job on the kickoff coverage. They got in the hands of, I believe Matt Yagi got it and got hit again immediately as soon as he got the ball, and the ball sitting out the 35-yard line of Lourdes. So here we go. Second half underway. 16-6 lead for the Randolph Rockets. Things get exciting this time of year. Level 2 football. Everybody trying to get down to Camp Randall to play in a state tournament.
Where it often snows.
I've never called a game down there for a state yet. It's usually snowing by that time. Looking to pass now is Lindahl going up the field and gets into the hands of Yagi. He's going to pick up maybe 7 or 8 yards on the play up to about the 47, 42 or 43-yard line.
We saw Lourdes run the ball more than we expected early in the game, and maybe they're going to go right back to their short passing game that's so effective.
Yeah, that would, that's kind of my guess. You might see that 8-yard gain on that pass play to Yagi. And, yeah, maybe we might see a lot more passing coming up. Yeah, but of course, then they're going to hand it off over to Wing around the right side. He's got himself a first down and gets it up to right around the 48-yard line. Picks up 5 on the play. Some of the Randolph players kind of reaching in, trying to maybe strip that football before they took him down, but
just probably 50% of the time when Wing goes in that jet motion, they do pitch it to him.
so first and 10 for Lourdes. It looked right down the sideline to the left in the hands of Wing again, and he's going to catch it, but he's going to take a little punishment at the end of it, and It's taken down right at the 50-yard line.
Good coverage by Randolph.
Second down and about 9 to, we got right at the 50. Oh, second down and just about 9 yards to go. In motion is Machuros, and sprinting on his right is Lindahl. He's going to get taken down at about the 40-yard line. And that was Jacob Kyle. It looks like he got his arm on him, and I thought Kyle with a nice rush on there. Good grip, too, because it looked like Lindahl was going to kind of skirt inside that tackle attempt, but he still took him down. Big loss. Makes it a third down and about 17 yards to go. Lindahl looking up the field, sprinting out to his right now, being chased. And looks up the...
threw it away.
Yeah, just threw it away at the end of that one. Nowhere to go with it. Makes it now a fourth down. And well, good job by Jacob Kyle kind of stopping that drive right there, now making a fourth down and 17.
Jacob Kyle, not your traditional defensive end, but very quick, strong guy that can get in and make plays in the backfield.
Can't believe they're punting. Krivitz would have went for it right here. So
yeah.
So Lindahl also the punter for Lourdes Academy, and a good punt's going to land about the 27-yard line. Everybody backing away from it right now. And the ball will stop right around the 27-yard line. That's where Randolph will take over. First and 10 now for the Rockets. Great defensive stand to start things out here in the second half for Randolph.
Yeah, the crowd appreciating the defensive stop. A little extra cheering for their team.
First and 10 for Randolph as we get things going here in the second half. Receivers split out to the right. And they're going to give it to a pitch out to Kutzman around the right side. Tries to cut inside the defender, but he's going to get taken down for a loss right around the 25-yard line. He'll lose a couple on the play. They got a second down and 12 yards to go for the Rockets. Under 9.5 to play in the third quarter.
I have to start a new line in my stat book for Ben Paul. Used the whole lineup with his 16 carries in the first half.
Okay, second down and 12 for the Rockets. Here goes Meredith, and he's going to keep it. He's going to go down and maybe got back to the line of scrimmage. Makes it a third down and 12. You know, after a while, a team kind of gets on to what you're doing out there, and Randolph only has so many things they can do, unless they throw a little wrinkle of a short pass, a high percentage pass like they did last week. That was pretty effective at key times in that ball game.
And they had the sprint out pass where they moved the pocket with Meredith and then able to throw an out pass on his left-hand side.
Good to Kutzma on the counter playing again. Lourdes waiting for that one, and again they get nowhere. Get it back to the 25. It's going to be a fourth down and 12. And it's going to be a quick series here for Randolph, sitting deep in their own territory. Got to punt the ball away. Ben Paul does the punting duties for the Randolph Rockets. Not much time comes off the clock during that. And not a bad punt for Ben. It's going to land about the 47 and takes a right turn out of bounds. And they're going to say one out of bounds right around the 49-yard line of Randolph. First and 10 now for Lourdes Academy at that point.
Lourdes will have the ball first and 10.
Lourdes getting it back. Great defense on that one. Seemed to know exactly what Randolph was going to do every play. Got a loss and then a couple tackles right at the line of scrimmage again. Had to punt it away.
Trips out here to the right. Be careful for one of those plays where they like to go deep.
Lindahl has it, hesitates, and then heads up the field. He's got himself a nice gain of about 6 yards on the play, up to about the 43-yard line. They get a second down and about 4 yards to go now for Lourdes Academy.
It's just a design run there with quarterback draw. And, yeah, put trips out here, spread the defense out. You don't have to block as many people.
Lindahl moving off to his right, looks up the field, and that one is hauled in. Nice one-handed catch in the hands of Jock Machuros. Overshot him a little bit, but he goes up with the left hand and hauls it back into his body before he gets put out of bounds. About the 28-yard line of Randolph. 1st and 10 now for the Knights.
Again, not huddling up at all, but taking their time, getting their signs from the sideline.
So 10, little hesitation, then a quarterback draw, and a good run here by Lindahl, getting himself right up by maybe just past the first down marker inside the 20-yard line.
Picked up about 11 and a half yards on that. Again, another designed run, kind of a quarterback draw, but he doesn't wait that long, and he just takes off and picks a hole.
They just finally give him the first down on that one. Ball sitting now at the just inside the 18-yard line. 1st and 10. Lindahl looking to pass, looks up the field and got himself a completed pass from 18 yards out. Perfectly ran play. Dominic Bauer running along the right side. And before he turned around, that ball was about halfway there as he made his move up the field. Definitely a designed route that they had on that one and put it right in there for an easy touchdown. Yeah, pretty impressive right there. He wasn't even turned around yet when the ball was thrown. So 6:58 left here in the third quarter. 16-12 lead and an extra point being set up right now for Matt Yagi.
Yagi, the sophomore, a good kicker.
Yeah, he's pretty much money unless he got it blocked before, but that is good. And now Randolph leading by 3, 16-13. We'll take a timeout. Back in 30 seconds with more Randolph Rocket football on RP Sport.
Booster Club would like to say congratulations, Randolph, on a great season. They'd like to wish the Rockets best of luck in today's playoff game. Since its inception, the Randolph Booster Club has raised more than $250,000 from organized events and donations from members, all which have made their way back to the community for youth athletics. The Randolph Booster Club. Good luck, Rockets, in your game today.
Okay, we are back at Randolph. Nice little play there, nice pass play, and pretty impressed again at high school level. This receiver all of a sudden takes off, cuts up the field, and when he turns around, that ball is almost to him. And an easy touchdown in the hands of Dominic Bauer.
Lindahl, he throws a nice ball, good tight spiral. He's only a junior. Strong young man. Yeah. Wind is picking up enough where the ball blew off the tee. You can see the American flag from here, and it's definitely blowing harder than it was at the beginning of the game.
A little pop-up punt there, and kind of calling for a fair catch on that one was Nicholas Miedema. This is the right thing. If you're one of the guys that aren't used to maybe carrying the ball, not a bad idea to just call a fair catch and grab it safely and help your team out. Ball at the 39-yard line.
Once again, great starting field position for the Rockets. See if they can take advantage right now and answer that scoring drive by Lourdes.
Robert Bellis likes that score. He says, "Go Knights. You all got this," he says. Here's Ben Paul on his feet, crosses the 50-yard line, still on his feet, still running yet, dives forward up to about the 45-yard line. That was just a brutal run there by Ben Paul. It's just like a runaway bull, just going through a bunch of spectators out there What's that place in Spain where they run through the streets and they get ran over by the bulls? That's what looks like, one of those bulls. Bodies laying everywhere. Randolph into Lourdes territory. And Paul trying to find a little bit of a crease. Kind of got stopped up, but still finds some positive yards. Picks up 2, maybe 3 yards on the play. Right up to about the 42-yard line. It'll be a 2nd down and 7 now for the Rockets. 6-15 and counting down here in the third quarter.
One of those tacklers had Ben Paul by the ankle on the previous run, and he just kind of took a hop and jerked his leg away.
And again, what looked like it wasn't going to be anything turned into some positive yards on that carry about to the 39-yard line. And Ben gets up a little slower. He's got to be getting a little tired after the number of carries. What do you have, 16 you said in the first half?
16 in the first half and 3 now here in a row. So
yeah,
he's approaching 20 carries in the game and still in the third quarter.
Third down and about 3.5 yards to go, and they're just going to give it to Ben up the middle again. But he gets stopped up right around the 36-yard line or so. He's going to come up a bit short. Well, after the whistle is blowing, Ben gets thrown back. See where they're going to mark the ball down, but to see some of the officials going to looking right around the 36-yard line.
Forward progress is.
Got him about a yard and a half short of a first down, just outside the 36. 4th down now for the Randolph Rockets.
Knights fans don't like it. They think he got a generous mark, but I think that is where he was before he was pushed back. Whistles had blown.
Yeah, seems like a pretty solid officiating crew here tonight.
Yes,
I really don't have any questions on anything I've seen from them. That's my in motion. Going to give it to Ben up the middle, and he's going to battle his way up to, should be close, right around the 35-yard line. Thought he got it a little over the 35, but
it's going to be very close.
Yeah. They got it inside the 35, and a first down for the Rockets. That'll move the sticks. That'll keep the clock moving. 4:29 left here in the third quarter. Randolph would love to answer that Lourdes scoring drive with the score of their own to get back up again by a few more points than just 3.
Ben Paul well over 100 yards now in the game.
And this time Meredith's going to keep it, and Mike got himself maybe to the line of scrimmage, and then he gets hit back. So it's going to be a 2nd down and 10 for the Rockets.
No room here for Carter in the second half. He's carried the ball twice for no yards.
Wind seems to be whipping a little bit more. You look at the flag, it is
certainly
straight
does.
out. Going right towards the Lourdes bench over there across the field. And luckily from behind us, we're not getting the brunt of that here in the window. Meredith's going to keep it. He crosses the 30-yard line, still on his feet past the 25, down to about the 24-yard line. And that'll be a first down for the Rockets. Yeah, whenever Carter has it, whatever happens fast. And once he sees a little crease, he just takes off. He hits that in a hurry. A great choppy little feet out there, and then boom, he's up the field.
One of those guys that can go from standing still to full speed in about 3 or 4 strides.
So 1st and 10 for the Rockets, keeping the clock moving, keeping the scoring drive going now for Randolph. There's Carter around the left side and churns his way up to close to the 20-yard line, maybe a little short from getting there. Still a nice little drive on that run by Carter Meredith. He's going to pick up right around 4 yards on that carry. Makes it a 2nd down and 6. Just outside the 20-yard line.
This is a quick-moving game with all the completed passes and the running game.
There's Ben Paul again around right of center, and he's going to get himself up right around the 15-yard line. So that's going to be close to a first down if see what we got on that one. And see maybe a little bit short. They got the 3rd down up there, and he's about a yard short. Ball tip of the ball right at the 15-yard line.
3rd down and a yard to
Credit Randolph's offensive line. They're really doing a nice job here in the second half. Kind of winning the line of scrimmage.
They're down in a yard now for the Rockets. Meredith, I think he's going to lunge forward. He should be pretty close to he should have that first down after that last dive up the field. Not much there, but looks like he finished pretty good. They did flip it over to fourth down on the down marker.
I'm going to say about a foot short.
And looks like the officials are going to take another measurement.
You saw a couple of the Randolph players signaling to the sideline that they looked like they were about a foot short.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Good to have everybody logged in.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be short. Already trying to stretch the chain out, and he's well past the ball. Let's see his mark moving it back a little. Yeah, okay, not sure what they're. If his hand fell off the chain as he was.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh, there we go. What the? Definitely short.
Might have been a kink in the chain. Gotta get that straightened out.
Randolph comes up short, so a big fourth down play now for the Rockets, and the Lourdes Knights stiffening up their defense a little bit, making things not quite as easy to get those short gains right now. So it's a fourth down and maybe not quite a yard to go for a first down for Randolph.
Randolph always going out of the shotgun, even on short and fourth and short.
Okay, here we go. Fourth down and right around a yard or a little bit less for the Randolph Rockets. Winding up the clock are the officials. And they're just going to have Carter Meredith get. He's on his feet and he's in to the end zone as he turns around and watches everybody past him as he passed and backed into the end zone. Pretty impressive run. That happened in a hurry. Fake handoff to Ben Paul up the middle. And then it was Carter Meredith taking it in the end zone, going in backwards at the end. And Randolph does answer. Back up by 9 out of the Randolph Rockets. Impressive run there by Carter Meredith.
Lourdes loading up the box, trying to stop that fourth and short. And once you break through, you got clear sailing.
Mm-hmm. Going for the 2-point conversion, and that's slipping up. Maybe Kyle. Yeah, it was Jacob Kyle on that run, but still Randolph up by 2 scores again, leading 22-13. And we'll be back in 30 seconds with more Randolph Rocket football on RP Sports.
Randolph Family Dental understands families. Dr. Ross Werner and his daughters, Dr. Madeline Werner and Dr. Muriel Werner Didman, are there to take care of all of your family's dental needs. They are committed to the highest level of care for their patients. And Randolph Family Dental is currently taking new patients. Call them at 920-326-3191 or visit them at their new facility at 130 Progress Drive in Randolph. Randolph Family Dental is a proud supporter of Randolph sports. Roberts Brothers Painting of
Okay, we are back over at Randolph High School. A nice drive there by the Rockets. Taking some time off the clock. Still about 1:31 left here in the third quarter. But Randolph does go back up by 2 scores again, 22-13. 2-point conversion, no good. Pretty impressive drive, and they got down to that fourth down play and ended up getting a touchdown out of it. Pretty impressive there by the Rockets.
Yeah, and again, offensive line doing a nice job just giving the backs and Meredith opportunities to keep getting first downs.
22-13 Randolph, and they'll kick the ball away. Could be a crazy fourth quarter here between these two teams. Little squib kick, it gets past one player, and the rest of the team for Lourdes jumps and protects that ball. Good job by them. Another short kick is the strategy for both teams here, and ball sits at the just past the 42-yard line over on the Lourdes side of the field. Yeah, maybe the latest score we heard, 28-0. The score of the Reedsville game over the Cambria Freeze and Hilltoppers. Winner of that game, of course, playing the winner of this game coming up next Friday.
Which should be in Reedsville.
Should be, yep. Lindahl has it, looking to run, cuts back to his right, and he's got himself up to right around the 47, 48 yard line. So picks up about 5 yards on the play, makes it a 2nd down and a 5 for the Knights.
It's a pretty good tackle by Jonathan Elva coming from behind. Linebacker.
Trips out to the left, and rolling off to his left as Lindahl looks up the field, and that is in and out of the hands of number 4, Mitchell Wing. In his hands, and then misses, and then makes it a 3rd down and a long 5 to go. Almost 6.
Randolph crowd can kind of sense the momentum and the tide turning in Randolph's way. Really trying to cheer on their team.
Again, trips out to the left for Lourdes. And looking off to his left again is Lindahl. Being chased over there, coming around the left side, and gets bumped and still stays on his feet and got himself a couple yards. He got hit right about the line of scrimmage. But kind of backed up a step and then got his momentum again and got himself a few yards out of the play. But again, Randolph has forced another 4th down, 4th and about 4 yards to go for Lourdes Knights. 4th down plays here so far in the ball game, and teams getting forced into that, but this is a 4th and 4. Look for that about a 5-yard pass up the field if you're Lourdes. 50 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter of play.
And he's trying to go for the hard count again.
Yeah, see if we can get him. We only got 4 yards to go. See if we can get 5 right here. And an offsides penalty, but Lindahl looking up the field, nowhere to go with it. He's going to go down, and Randolph is going to get the ball back on downs. Great job. The whole pocket collapsed, and Randolph all over Wade Lindahl, and they take him down inside Lourdes territory, and it'll be 1st and 10 now for the Rockets. Big stop there by Randolph.
Xander Padilla, one of the first guys there. One of the few numbers I could see. I know Jonathan Elva also coming in at the end and making sure of the tackle.
Okay, 1st and 10 for Randolph. 43 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. Leading 22-13. Yeah, they say that Reedsville just started a running clock in the 4th over Cambria. Winner headed to Reedsville next week. Thanks, Calvin Mallow, for giving us that update. Reedsville must be up to 35 to nothing maybe in that game, because the last update was 28-0, but the running clock's got to be 35-0. Nice 5, almost 6-yard gain on the play makes it a 2nd down and 5. And letting the clock run out, and Randolph will take a 22-13 lead into the 4th quarter. We'll be back right after this on RP Sports.
We all know the struggle, the ups, the downs, the roundabouts on the journey to losing weight. This is Dr. Randy Blahoviak at New Medical Center, and we understand. We've been there. That's why we're proud to offer you a fresh start with our semaglutide weight loss program. Semaglutide, commercially known as Wegovy, is an FDA-approved medication that mimics a hormone your body naturally produces. It helps to curb your hunger, eliminate cravings, and lets you focus on what truly matters, living your best life. But it's more than just a medication. It's about feeling good inside and out. It's about finding your confidence, your strength, and reclaiming the life you've always dreamed of. We've witnessed remarkable transformations here at New Medical Center. Real people, like you and me, taking control of their health, their happiness, and their future. Take it from me, I lost 40 pounds. That's 20% of my entire body weight in 5 months with no change in exercise. It was easy. Begin your transformation today. Call New Medical Center at 920-324-9899 or visit us on the web at newmedicalctr.com.
Home and Auto.
Okay, here we go. 4th quarter of action just starting here at Randolph. We're on the move right now. A 2nd down and a long 5 with the ball sitting about the 42-yard line. Over on the Lourdes side of the field. Randolph with that 9-point lead, leading 22-13. Love to add to that right now. Going to give it to Jacob Kyler on the right side. Crosses the 40 and maybe gets himself up to the 39-yard line, about a 3-yard gain for Kyle. Got a third down and about 3 yards to go. Yeah, things shaping up. It looks like Reedsville definitely going to come out of that game with a running clock going on in their game against Cambria-Friesland, which means the winner of this game definitely will be going to Reedsville coming up next week Friday in Level 3 football. Kyle in motion, and looks like Meredith's going to keep it. Fake handoff in the belly, I think, of Ben Paul, but it's going to be a first down as he gets it up about to the 36-yard line. And Carter also making the first down signal, make sure everybody knows. Got a little flair in his game, just like he does on the basketball court. Very good point guard in the basketball team. Not afraid to take it to the rack or shoot from outside or dish it off to somebody on his way to the hole. Kind of on the ground for a while, and Carter's still on his feet, still driving up the field. He's got himself up to right around the 20-yard line. All started out with the ball on the ground, picks it up and just takes off, and now he's got a first down for Randolph. A nice gain in the play up to the 20.
It's going to put Carter over 100 yards in this game rushing. Certainly not passing. It's not part of Randolph's MO.
So not unless we have to. The ball inside the 20-yard line. First and 10 for the Rockets, and a nice drive right now trying to help put this game away. Only a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. It looks like Jacob Kyle getting the, well, that was Ben Paul, maybe. Ben, possibly.
I believe it was Ben.
Yeah. Stood up a little shorter than Jacob, so. We'll get a couple out of it. Makes the second down and a long 8 to go now for the Rockets. Down to 10 minutes left in the ball game. Randolph would love to get to level 3 football. And looks like Ben's going to get it last second. Crosses the 10, still on his feet. Dives forward to about the 2-yard line. It looked like he was stopped a few times, and all of a sudden, boom, he was just turning up the field and gets tied up and lunges forward to about the 2. First and goal now for the Rockets with the ball at the 2-yard line.
What a good fake there by Carter Meredith. He had his hands on that ball as Ben Paul was running down the field, still having the opportunity to maybe pull it out and keep it himself.
Again, that one's kind of bounces in the hands of Meredith, and he's going to get himself in the end zone. Touchdown for the Randolph Rockets from 2 yards out. And they extend their lead up to 28-13 with 9:31 left in the ball game. Pretty easy play there, really untouched going around the right side. And Randolph now getting himself some nice lead up by 15, trying to make it 17 on the 2-point conversion attempt.
It's been an impressive second half here by the Rockets. Really controlling the line of scrimmage, hard running by everybody that's carrying the ball.
Meredith will get it, sees the hole, and he gets himself into the end zone for a 2-point conversion. Randolph now leading 30-13 with 9:31 left. Back in just 30 seconds or more. Randolph football and RP Sports.
Check out our selection of over 400 new and used vehicles. HomeandAuto.com. Every vehicle from all 4 of our locations in one convenient place. Find your perfect car without leaving home at HomeandAuto.com. New vehicles from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and Ford. Pre-owned from $39.82 and certified pre-owned. Plus the warranties and hometown service you can depend on. Make the Homan family your first stop at HomeandAuto.com. We make you feel at home at Homan.
Marshview Veterinary Clinic is a proud supporter of the student athletes of the Randolph Rockets. The team at Marshview is happily accepting new patients for wellness and surgery. We're also pleased to offer emergency and urgent care services for pets throughout the community. Dr. Jeff Hookstead, Dr. Jackie McIntyre, Dr. Colby McIntyre, and the friendly staff at Marshview look forward to seeing you and your four-legged companions. Go Rockets!
Okay, we are back, and again, Randolph with a 2-yard touchdown run from Carter Meredith and a 2-point conversion from Carter. And Randolph now leading 30-13. Sitting pretty good here with 9:31 left in the ball game. Said Reedsville on a running clock over in their game against Cambria Friesen, so pretty much looking like Reedsville will be hosting the game coming up next week, the number 1 seed in this part of the sectional. It's going to be a little bouncer, and again going off the hands of one of the front line guys of Bauer up there, but another guy right behind him jumps on it with number 20, Anthony Banke. So the ball sitting just inside the 43-yard line over on the Lourdes side of the field. 1st and 10 for the Knights.
Randolph sensing right now that they're close to having another week together as teammates, and you kind of feel they're starting to play pretty well here in this second half.
Okay, here we go. Knights with the ball. 9:30 left. And a little pass off to the right side over to Bauer, and he's tackled immediately. Nice coverage on that. A pickup of maybe 3 or 4 yards on the play. Up to about the 46-yard line.
That's your quarterback, Carter Meredith, making that tackle.
Yeah, I think they're playing pretty energy's high now with Randolph. They're feeling it. Look up the field, and that one is almost picked off by Meredith. On that one, jumped it and in and out of his hands.
Might have been looking at the green grass ahead of him because that's all there was.
3rd down and 7 now for the Knights.
Gotta be careful of the hook and go right now. Randolph sitting on those little out routes.
Ball is complete up to Stadinsky. And he'll lunge forward, and looks like he's got himself a first down up to about the 46-yard line.
Jared Buwalda with good defense there, the sophomore. Sure tackle.
That doesn't mind these little gains, as long as they're just a little bit at a time.
That's right.
And Lindahl in some trouble right now, breaks a few tackles, but now he's going to get taken down for about a 4-yard loss, back to about the 50-yard line. Padilla, they say, on the tackle.
Yeah. A little more pace right now by the Knights, getting to the line quicker.
Pass over on the left side, and that's going to be incomplete, trying to get over to Stadinsky along that left sideline. Or a short pass when you need 13 or 14 yards for a first down. Well, just on the Randolph side of the 50-yard line. .8:22 left in the ball game. Again, Randolph leading 30-13. Lindahl going back, chased out of the pocket, heads around to his left, and on his feet yet, and gets himself up right around the 40-yard line before he goes out of bounds. We'll give him the 40 on that. That'll make it a 4th down and about 3, almost 4 yards to go, maybe 4 yards to go now for the Knights.
Quick update from Bruce Kaufman, says Columbus up 19-7 right now.
4th and 4, and again, Knights going for it, looking up the field, and that's going to be incomplete, and Randolph will get it back at the 40-yard line on their side of the field. 1st and 10 for the Rockets. Yeah, you can see all his body language is not good for Lourdes right now. It looks like they're kind of checked out.
Yeah, maybe reality setting in. Still 8:09 left in this game, but that's it's asking for a lot. Randolph's defense playing pretty well now.
Still got 177 computers logged on, so nice viewership yet watching this game.
Yeah, probably 400 or 500 people.
Yeah, don't forget, don't leave, because we'll have some interviews after the game Ben Paul is going to just take a run up the middle. He's going to get himself maybe 2 yards on the play. One of those safe plays that's going to keep the clock moving. Under 8 to play in the game.
26 carries for Ben Paul in this game.
I'd like to find out the last time Randolph got to the third level of the playoffs. They've been checking out the last 10 seasons. They said they haven't had a win in the playoffs, and they wanted to change that. What they did this season. So we have to see if we have a historian for Randolph football that could tell us that.
Could be the first time. It's possible.
And a little run around the left side, and Carter Meredith's going to keep it and get himself up to about the 46-yard line. And it'll make it a third down and about 4 yards to go for the Rockets. Yeah, good thing just to keep that clock moving and wait till they start maybe counting you off at it's getting close to taking too much time.
Yeah, Meredith, a smart quarterback, senior now. Hard to believe he's a senior. Seems like we just were watching him play basketball in his sophomore year.
He still looks like a kid, though.
Yeah,
I don't know if he has facial hair or not.
Charismatic
his dad
guy.
knows the answer to that one. Cutter's going to keep it, try to get around the left side with it. He's got himself some room, and he's going to get himself a first down over the 50-yard line down to about the 49.
They're going to mark him. I'm going to say his knee was down. He's going to be really close. Might.
Okay, and they are going to move the sticks. First down for the Rockets. 6:36 left in the ball game. Randolph looking to get to the third level of the playoffs here in Division 7. Reedsville winning 35-0. That's the final score, according to someone supplying us the information there. Calvin Mello, thanks for some updates. 35-0 over Cambria Friesen. Rough night for Jim Bilesma and his Hilltoppers.
Randolph letting the clock run down, doing a great job of clock management.
Yeah, down to the 6-minute mark. And Carter will get himself a 2, maybe 3 yards on the play, maybe give him 2 on that, down to the 48-yard line. We got a timeout taken by Oshkosh Lourdes. We'll do the same back after this on RP Sports.
The Randolph Booster Club would like to say congratulations, Randolph, on a great season. They'd like to wish the Rockets best of luck in today's playoff game. Since its inception, the Randolph Booster Club has raised more than $250,000 from organized events and donations from members, all which have made their way back to the community for youth athletics. The Randolph Booster Club. Good luck, Rockets, in your game today.
Okay, timeout taken by Lourdes. We are back. And we're down to 5:55 left. Hopefully Randolph can just keep on methodically moving up the field. Randy, getting an update?
Yeah, the same one we just had gotten.
Okay, 35-0.
35-0, yes.
Okay, so the winner of this game will be playing at Reedsville coming up next week, and looking like it's going to be the Randolph Rockets. A few people that are tuned in right now and watching online, I'll go right down to the field and get some interviews after the game with a few of the Randolph players.
Having to make a bus trip for the first time in like a month.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been playing at home.
Yeah, and we'll get to see Randolph in their white jerseys, unless they have that rule with the alphabet thing with who gets to wear it. Unless they just give it to the home team.
Yeah, I would think the home team would be.
Basketball's different with that.
Right.
And Meredith's going to pitch it out last second. The Kutzma gets it, crosses the 40, still on his feet, a first down, and he does a good job keeping himself in bounds. A good heads up. He could have just kind of flipped off to the right and out of bounds after that, but he just looked forward and kept himself in bounds to keep that clock moving. Got to stop just to set the sticks again, but we'll wind it up after that. We haven't called Nick's number a whole lot running the ball here in the second half.
No, only his third carry. He actually was minus 2 yards coming into that carry. But, only 7 carries on the night for Nicholas. A little less than his normal load.
Ball at the 30-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Rockets. Clock moving right now, and they'll probably wait again for the official to start counting him down. Puts his hands up. 5:19 and counting down. Jacob Kyle in motion. Carter is going to break some tackles, sprints off to the right, inside the 20, down to the 10, and gets knocked out of bounds right around the 5-yard line. What a 25-yard carry for Carter Meredith around the right side. Again, looks like he was going to go up the middle, and then with those quick feet, he has got his momentum going in a hurry around the right side. He got himself about a 25-yard pickup, a 1st and 10 now, with the ball at the 5-yard line of Lourdes Academy.
Heavy workload for Meredith, too. I have him for 22 carries in this game. He is well over 100 yards. Oh, yeah, I didn't add up, but approaching 150 as well as Ben Paul.
5:08 left in the game, and try to take it up the middle with a handoff to Ben Paul, and he gets himself back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a 2nd down and goal, just inside the 5-yard line. Clock running down to 4:50 and counting down. Exciting times here in Randolph. Looks like the Randolph Rockets will be heading to the 3rd level to take on Reedsville coming up next Friday. I know I'll be there. Jeff, you going to be there?
I'm assuming they'll assign me there.
Jeff will probably be coming with me over there. Looks like some other teams Springs looks like they were going to win here tonight, and Fond du Lac with a nice lead over to Pierre. Mayville in question. We didn't see the final on that yet. Officials saying a little movement on the Randolph Rockets. They're going to bring the ball back 5 yards. Okay. You didn't see anything on that Mayville final yet?
Oh, I turned it off.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, okay. Fine.
I believe it was 16-14 with a minute 40 when we had the update. And Mayville was kicking to Lake Country.
Oh.
Trying to look on my phone and see how far it is to Reedsville from here.
Yeah, GPS that. See how.
I'm trying.
See that trip over there.
Like Jeff said, I had a new update on my phone, and it makes it work worse. Just makes it more difficult.
Looking at a 2nd and goal now with the ball at the 10-yard line. Carter's going to keep it, kicks it out to the right, cuts in and into the end zone. Carter Meredith with a 10-yard touchdown run for Randolph, putting the game away officially. 36-13, 4:12 left in the game.
Big night for Meredith, big night for Paul. Great night for Randolph football. Okay, I think we can officially talk about it now. This game is over, but it says, according to my phone nav, 84 miles from Randolph, Wisconsin to Reedsville. Okay. 1 hour and 29 minutes.
29.
So if you're planning on going there, folks, leave early.
Yeah, I'll just leave from Waupun. It'll be should be a little bit closer, you'd think, there. Carter looking off and trying to get that 2-point conversion. That's going to come up short, right by the goal line. Try to throw it in the end zone. 4:12 left on the clock. Randolph all set to move on to the Level 3 football playoffs at Reedsville next Friday, leading 36-13. Back after this.
Is a proud supporter of Randolph Rockets Athletics. Family owned and operated since 1958, the Roberts brothers have the skills, knowledge, and techniques to get your exterior paint job done right, no matter your painting needs. Roberts Brothers Painting uses the finest materials and equipment to guarantee a professional job that you'll be proud of. For more info, visit robertsbrotherspainting.com or give Hugh or Paul, the Roberts brothers, a call at 326-5103 or 326-6214 for all of your exterior painting needs.
Okay, we are back at Randolph, down to 4:12 left. Carter Meredith taking into the end zone from 10 yards out. Extra point, no good. And Randolph securing this victory up 36-13 with 4:12 left in this game, and they will be moving on over to Reedsville coming up next week, Friday, for the Level 3 football playoffs in Division 7. Yeah, it's been nice if we got some historian could look that up. You can look that up right on the WIAA website, too, and you can look up at past state appearances and playoff runs, I guess, by teams. Maybe somebody, too bad Pete Warwick was on military duty right now. Otherwise, I'd have.
He is again.
Yeah, I'd have Pete He's kind of a history buff type guy and used to be the coach of the Randolph Rockets. And Randolph will kick off and boot one down the field. Everybody's happy to see that. That checks up at about the 18-yard line. And gets it up to about the 25, but fans cheering that somebody actually just went and kicked the ball down the field.
And it worked out in Randolph's favor.
Yeah, they've been covering the kickoffs really well.
The kickoff returner. He got the ball to the 25-yard line, 1st and 10.
And Natalie Brewer says, tell Carter that his dad is proud of him. Honeymooning right now up north. Probably a little colder where they're at if they're up north right now.
Yeah. In the 30s, I would assume, wherever they are.
Could be snowing. Oh, again, Lourdes with it. Lindahl looking up the field, sprints off to his right, and he's going to throw it up the field. That just hits, I think he hit the one of the sticks there, right behind his teammate that wasn't really looking back for it. It's the incomplete pass, stopping the clock at 3:59.
Brings up 2nd down for Lourdes.
We're in a 2nd down and 10 now for Lourdes. Lindahl again looking to pass and looking way up the field. And that's going to overshoot his intended receiver with Dominic Bauer down there along that right sideline. And just a little overshooting his receivers here tonight. He had some opportunities in that first half, that second quarter. Had some receivers open down the sideline, but overshot him a few times and did on that pass too.
Wade showing some arm strength there too. He let that ball fly long ways in the air.
Yeah, looking for a little bit shorter pass. He gets that one to Stadinsky around the left side. Stiff arms his way up to about the 37-yard line. Yeah, it will be a 1st down for Lourdes. Clock will stop with 3:47 left.
Randolph content to let the underneath routes go and continue to make solid tackles.
Yeah, look up the field, and that's complete. And Bauer will get out of bounds before he was going to get hit. He got it up to right around the 42-yard line. He is 2nd down and about 6 yards to go.
Lindahl only a junior. Randolph's going to see more of this kid.
Yeah, he's been a problem for a lot of teams out there. Threw for over 300 yards last week. Real nice player. Can also run the ball. That one in and out of the hands of Braden Stadinsky. That is incomplete. Stops the clock at 3:36. 3rd down and 6 yards to go for Lourdes. Yeah, just remember, we'll be there for that game coming up next week, Friday. Level 3 football game for the Randolph Rockets. And they're going to get 5 yards on that offsides. And Lindahl still playing with the defensive lineman yet for Randolph Rockets, getting the jump off sides again. Take a free 5 yards. It'll be a 3rd down and a yard to go.
Yeah, final from that Mayville game. Mayville loses to Lake Country Lutheran 16-14.
Boy, a nice season again for Mayville, getting the 2nd level and just barely losing to Lake Country Lutheran, the higher seed. So a nice season again for Scott Hilber and the Mayville Cardinals. Ooh, what a hit up the middle. Who's on his back right now? If that was Ben Paul on that tackle? Or no, it was, who's that? 53. 53 had it. I can say it. Jonathan Elva. Boy, he stuck him on that one and stopped his momentum, making a 4th down. Lindahl's going to try to get it. And he's not going to. He's going to dive forward. Still not going to get there. He's going to come up short, and Randolph's going to get it back.
66 on the tackle.
Tyler Barr. See if we can get a few of those defensive linemen for our interviews too after the game. It'll be a Randolph 1st down. 3:05 left in the game.
Yeah, the guys in the trenches have played well for the Rockets tonight, both offensively and defensively. I know sometimes it's the same guys, but yeah, I think Randolph definitely controlled the line of scrimmage tonight. Did a nice job.
Yeah, we'll see if we'll ask some of the coaches who I should talk to if they see some kids that really stood out besides our usual cast of characters that we talk to that always deserve to be interviewed.
We would give more love to those guys if we could see their numbers. That's part of the problem.
Yeah, that'll change next year when we cover Randolph football, and next week we cover Randolph football. Meredith's going to pitch it out last second into Kutzma on the right side, crosses the 40, the 30, spun down right around the 26-yard line or so. Kutzma will take the ball up to the 25-yard line. Under 3 to play here in the game. And the Randolph Rockets will be moving on to level 3 football playoff action. Well, ask any historian in Randolph. Let me know the last time they've got this far in the playoffs.
Somebody on the chat line could look that up.
Yeah.
It's a little more difficult for us while we're doing a broadcast. Give us an update.
Nice game here by the Randolph Rockets. Really slowing down the passing attack of the Lourdes Knights and also their running game here. Just everything. Great defensive effort here by the Randolph Rockets. He counted down right now, and they get the snap up. Ben Paul on his feet. He's going to get himself in the end zone. A 25-yard touchdown run for Ben Paul. A lot of players kind of, like I said, checking out a little bit for Lourdes Knights, and Ben's motor still running pretty fast yet, and found his way through a few of the defenders and into the end zone from 25 yards out.
Yeah, maybe a bit of a eye-opener, sending a message to Reedsville that we are playing good football here in Randolph right now, and gonna come in there and give you a game.
Paul again in the end zone for the Randolph Rockets.
Here comes your kick, Steve.
Here we go.
That is Jonathan Elva.
Yeah, Jonathan, just like back in his freshman year when he was up there and kicking extra points. So Elba in to kick the extra point. Got to bring another player out here to get 11.
We need a left tackle.
Okay, so he's in. Yeah, we'll see how Jonathan does. We talked to him last week after the game. It's down and has to hesitate, but a good leg, and that is up, and that is in. Right through the uprights for Elva. Good job by the placeholder on that one. Kind of down on the ground with it. Still got it there, and he was already making his approach. Stopped in the middle of it. Kicks it through, and Randolph now leading 43-13. Back after this on RP Sports.
HomeAndAuto.com. Check out our selection of over 400 new and used vehicles. HomeAndAuto.com. Every vehicle from all 4 of our locations in one convenient place. Find your perfect car without leaving home at HomeAndAuto.com. New vehicles from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and Ford. Pre-owned from $39.82 and certified pre-owned. Plus the warranties and hometown service you can depend on. Make the Holman family your first stop at HomeAndAuto.com. We make you feel at home at Holman.
Okay, we are back again. A 25-yard touchdown run. Motor still running fast yet for Ben Paul. He gets himself in the end zone, and they bring in Jonathan Elva. He's been doing a lot of hitting on the defensive side, but great job by him as that ball was not quite set yet. He's making his approach. He's kind of just froze and then finished it and kicked it right through. A pretty impressive-looking kick for an extra point for Elva.
Good to know you have that in the arsenal if you need it. Possibly a field goal in a tight game. As you said, he wasn't smooth because of the snap and the hold, but good job by the holder. I don't know who that was either, but able to get it down, reset it, and then a great kick.
Yeah, don't go anywhere, you people that are watching right now. We've got some on-field interviews. Get a chance to talk to Coach Tom Chase. A huge successful season for them, getting into the 3rd level of the playoffs. And, looked like ball loose at the end of that, but Lourdes, I think, jumped back on it right around the 27-yard line. Down to 2:04 left in the game. I hope they've got a nice press box over in Reedsville. With I'm going to bring this heater with me. I'm bringing it right over there. Because this thing has been, I feel like I got a relationship with it right now, keeping me warm here, nice and cozy.
Trying to tally up a few of the individual numbers, and it's going to take me a while. There's some big numbers being put up by a few players for Randolph tonight.
So again, Mayville losing in their ball game. Their season is done, but like I said, a nice job by Scott Hilber, their head coach, and getting a nice postseason win against the number 1 seed, and then playing a very good game against Lake Country Lutheran and only losing by a couple in that game. So, yeah, nice season for them. As their season is done, looks like from the early going ahead and see any updates on the Randolph and the Springs games where they're blowing out their opponents in those games. So, I think Radio Plus will be busy with at least 3 games coming up next week. If Nick Rush can find somebody that's within an earshot of our listening audience, a team that might be in, he might do it. We'll pitch out around the left side, and that's going to be a nice tackle by the Randolph Rockets. Jack Smeedema with a tackle. Maybe Jack somebody will talk to, or Xander Padilla, or Tyler Barr.
Getting so cold, my pen won't write anymore.
And Lourdes just happy to let the clock run after that short gain. Hand up the middle, a new player in there and getting himself a nice little pickup on the play. Number 32, Riley Zernzak. 5'10", 180-pound senior. Playing his last football game for Lourdes Academy. Yeah, nice little carry. Picks up about 8 yards on the play, makes it a 3rd down and a short 2 yards to go. Okay, Jana Roberts maybe has something. We got to level 4 in 2010. Pat Winch, the coach, and 2012 under Pete Warwick.
Wow, there we go.
And that said Hugh Roberts Jr. on that information. Thanks, Hugh. Thanks, Jana, for passing that along. One of our sponsors of the Roberts Brothers Painting. Thanks for sponsoring Randolph Sports. Making our presentation possible here. He didn't call his dad, did he? Did Hugh Jr. call Senior and ask him? No, he would know. Very involved in the football program here and youth football. So Hugh Jr. definitely would know. Yeah, some nice yards being picked up by Zernzak again. Getting 3 carries, but had that nice carry that took it down deeper. But we're down to 10 seconds left, and that should wrap things up from Randolph High School. And they're going to win this ball game by a score of 43-13. Houston beat Lamira 26-27 or 27-26 in overtime. So another team around the area winning and losing in that ball game. So congratulations to the Randolph Rockets, 43-13 winners, and they'll be moving on to level 3 football. Coming up next Friday, they'll be playing at Reedsville. I'll start doing my homework, not tonight anymore, but starting this weekend. Try to get some things put together. I'm sure that Tom Chase and his crew will be looking at some film on them and some of the coverage for Reedsville. But congratulations again to Tom Chase, taking it to the 3rd level for this Randolph Rocket football team, and see what they can do coming up next Friday. Again, Jeff and I will definitely be there at that ball game. And we've got 2 seconds left on the clock yet. Just to bring another the running back into the ball game. So I think this is more of a ceremonious.
Yeah, they have to do it by rule. I mean, you can't shorten the game, so.
That doesn't even have football pants on out there, but again, a nice moment here, having a player come out on the field, and that is it. Randolph again winning 43-13. Yeah, they brought out Everett Clark out there and gave him a chance. Maybe an injured player, possibly. I don't know what the situation was, but again, an impressive game, Randy, for the Randolph Rockets.
It really was, both defensively and offensively, and I think special teams played quite well for Randolph, and you put the complete thing together. Good victory. I mean, I came in here, I joked with you and Jeff about, who wants to wager on this game. It could be a coin flip, but I think Randolph pretty much controlled this game right from the opening kickoff and just played extremely well tonight.
Again, I'm going to take the cordless mic down to the field, and we can take a break, whatever you guys want to do right now, talk amongst yourself or whatever. But again, Randolph winning 43-13. I'm going to go get some on-field interviews, some of the Randolph Rockets, and hopefully a chance to talk to Coach Tom Chase for the Rockets. I know he has a pretty good session that they have, and they do a little praying and everything after the games too. So it'll be just a little bit before they have their inspirational talk from Coach Chase and team gathering down by the end zone, and we'll have that for you in a few minutes on RP Sports.
HomeandAuto.com. Check out our selection of over 400 new and used vehicles. HomeandAuto.com. Every vehicle from all 4 of our locations in one convenient place. Find your perfect car without leaving home at HomeandAuto.com. New vehicles from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and Ford. Pre-owned from $39.82 and certified pre-owned. Plus the warranties and hometown service you can depend on. Make the Home and Family your first stop at HomeandAuto.com. We make you feel at home at Homan.
A reputation for being the best, the toughest zero-turn mower ever made doesn't come easy. It's earned by a precision cut, a perfectly manicured lawn, a job well done. It's earned by outworking, outperforming, and outdoing with horsepower, handling, and versatility. It's heavy-duty build quality and cutting power that means business. Introducing Bobcat Zero-Turn Mowers. Bring tough to turf. See Wapont Equipment Company in Wapont and Watertown today, your official Bobcat dealer.
Are you or a loved one living with the discomfort and hopelessness of peripheral neuropathy? The tingling, the numbness, the life-altering pain? Are you tired of taking medications that only mask the symptoms or don't work at all? You don't have to live like that anymore. Introducing New Medical Center, your beacon of hope in the fight against peripheral neuropathy. Our team of dedicated specialists uses the latest advancement in medical technology to help you regain control of your life. Our personalized treatment plans are designed to reduce your pain, improve your balance, and restore your quality of life, all while targeting the cause of your neuropathy. We believe in a holistic approach, combining cutting-edge therapies and lifestyle changes that can slow down, stop, or even reverse the progression of your disease to help you live your life to the fullest. Don't let peripheral neuropathy hold you back. Take the first step towards a pain-free life. Call New Medical Center today at 920-324-9899 or visit us on the web at newmedicalctr.com. That's New Medical Center, 920-324-9899. Because you deserve.
We are back. I'm Randy Armga. Steve Winterhack is heading for the field and do some on-field interviews. Jeff Sowers on the video tonight. Another great job, Jeff. Thank you for everything.
It's good team effort.
Once again, we're going to run through some individual stats, which are always unofficial. But tonight I had Carter Meredith. He was 23 for 167 rushing. He had a 10-yard touchdown and a 16-yard touchdown. 2-point conversion, another 2-point. Oh, and he also had a two-yard touchdown. So he had 3 touchdowns on the night. Ben Paul, the other big factor in this game, 28 carries for 168. So between those two, 335 yards rushing. Nicholas Kutzma had him down 8 carries for 62. So do the math. That makes us just shy of 400. And then Jacob Kyle, 4 carries for 11. So roughly, Jeff, I'm just unofficially going to say Randolph had about 400 yards on the ground tonight rushing. So what a great job. And Carter Meredith, 1 of 2 in the passing game. That was a 2-point conversion that he had, which was kind of on a broken play. And then he also tried another 2-point conversion, I think, that fell incomplete. So the only guy that caught a pass tonight was Jacob Kyle, and that was on the extra point try for the 2-point conversion. But what a fine game here by Randolph tonight. I mean, I joked about it, such evenly matched teams, and it could have gone either way, and I thought Randolph just dominated, the line of scrimmage. Give credit to the interior linemen, and they just just seemed like once they got rolling, they had a little more fire and able to compete the way they did in a really quality victory.
Yeah, I think it was pretty good close score actually here in the first half. And when they came out, I thought when Randolph stopped Oshkosh on that opening drive, I thought for sure that Randolph was going to be in good shape. But then they came out offensively and they got stuffed right off the bat. And I thought that was going to be enough of a momentum for Oshkosh Lourdes to get into it, but it worked opposite. Randolph decided that they were a little upset that happened to them, and they came back out defensively and just dominated Oshkosh's Lourdes passing attack.
Okay, and it looks like Randolph has broken the huddle early. It's about 40 degrees, so they're going to try and get off the field, and maybe we'll just go to about a minute, Jeff.
Yep.
If you can run a minute ad here for thanks again to our sponsors, and then by that time, Mr. Winterak will be ready with a few players on field.
Right here, good.
Reputation for being the best, the toughest zero-turn mower ever made doesn't come easy. It's earned by a precision cut, a perfectly manicured lawn, a job well done. It's earned by outworking, outperforming, and outdoing with horsepower, handling, and versatility. It's heavy-duty build quality and cutting power that means business. Introducing Bobcat Zero-Turn Mowers. Bring tough to turf. See Wapont Equipment Company in Wapont and Watertown today, your official Bobcat dealer.
Okay, back on the field, Steve Winterhack with you, and again, an impressive victory here by the Randolph Rockets, 43-13. They'll be moving on to take Reedsville on coming up next week in Level 3 Division 7 football, and we've got some of the guys who are doing some hitting out there. Some very good offensive team for Oshkosh Lourdes, and with me I've got Jack Smeedema, and Jack, just talk about the game here and your team here stopping a pretty good offensive team.
Yes, sir. I just think that, we've been working really hard this whole season. We started with a lot of people doubting us, I feel like, and, every day we're just putting in the work and we're trying our best to get out there and just hit every team and show them that we can play against them.
What are you feeling about the team chemistry right now? Seems like you guys are a pretty unified team right now.
I think it's the best team chemistry I've ever seen with any team I've ever been on. Compared to every other year, I mean, we treat each other like brothers. We're always picking each other up, and I just feel like, we couldn't have a better team.
Well, Jack, great game here tonight, and pretty impressive defensive showing, so congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, Jack Smeedema joining us. We're going to move right down the line here and talk to Jonathan Elva. And he hit some people here tonight. They had a guy looked like he was going to go through a hole. All of a sudden, boom, here comes number 53 right there, and he just stopped him, and boom, he went the other way. So impressive defensive a night here for your team again.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Everyone did their job. We all did our part, and we just played well. With the team chemistry's there.
Yeah, what are you thinking about your team getting to Level 3 football? It's been some years. One of the historians, I forgot what year they said to us, but it's been some years since Randolph's got this far.
No, I think it's pretty impressive that we made it this far. Everyone's put in the work, so I think it's well deserved. Our team chemistry's there. We're all working hard together, making sure that we do what we can.
And remember when you came up as a freshman, calling some games, and you kicked some extra points, and there you were again tonight, and kind of a good job by who's the holder on that?
Nick Katzma.
Nick had that. Okay, then he did a good job, and you did a good job kind of stopping and mid-forward there and put it through. But that's another way to score. Maybe it might be a field goal in the future. You could win a game for us.
It's a soccer background I used to have.
That's right. Okay, Jonathan, a great game again. Very impressive out there. Jonathan Elva.
Thank you.
Okay, we're going to move right down the line here. Xander Padilla. We mentioned your name a few times, too, with making some big stops out here. And what did you know your job was tonight here against a team that can, a pretty good offensive team, can really pass the ball well?
Say that again.
That was your job here tonight and of your team?
I think they don't understand that we're here to play. We're going to give it to everybody that comes here that week.
Well, Xander, I thought you had a great game. We mentioned your name quite often here tonight, so a great game. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, that was Xander Padilla. We're going to move to Big Tyler Barr. I mentioned your name a few times here tonight. What was the battle in the trenches like today?
Man, they're good. It's hard, slippery, mud. You got to get your cleats clean. Keep working. Making holes for Ben. We wouldn't be able to do it without Ben.
Yeah. I said a great team effort with with your defense. Yeah, he's a big part of it too. Not just an offensive guy getting his way in the end zone, but he's a pretty physical guy out there. Is he pretty vocal out there? Just a sophomore.
Yeah, Ben. I don't know. It's just something else.
Well, I like all of your attitudes. I really feel the closeness of your team, and I really see special things happening here. Getting to third level is pretty special. So congratulations, great game tonight.
Thank you.
Okay, that was Tyler Barr, and again a great defensive effort by these guys. So we'll take just a quick break, and I'm going to talk to the head coach right now with Tom Chase. He's always getting things picked up on the field, so we'll talk to him just in about a minute.
In Wisconsin. One day it's 70 and sunny, the next day humid and 100. Stay one step ahead with All-Phase because your comfort is our priority. Hi, this is Bucky with All-Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, serving Dodge, Columbia, Fond du Lac, Marquette, and Green Lake counties. Our family-owned business is here for you in all seasons. We have over 25 years in the field. Log on allphasecomforts.com.
All-Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, providing your comfort zone for all season.
Okay, Steve Winterhack back on the field here at Randolph High School. They won 43-13, move on to level 3 football against Reedsville next week at Reedsville. And the head coach for the Randolph Rockets, Tom Chase, joining us right now. And this, again, just talk about your team. What an impressive effort today.
Well, defensively, we did a great job. Lourdes is a very explosive team, and so we're very pleased with their effort, only giving up 2 scores. And then we found a few things in the second half offensively to get Carter loose and to get Ben loose. And it worked out well for us. So our kids just have a lot of resiliency, just great kids.
Yeah, that's why I grabbed 4 of your defensive players. I thought we mentioned their names quite a bit. Elva's hit, knocking that kid that thought he's got a space in the hole there, and he filled that gap and boom, nailed him backwards. And it was just hits like that. And like they said, they're all there for him defensively, and they're pretty proud of what they do out there. Take a lot of pride in their defensive efforts.
They do, and we work on a lot of good things. Like I said, Coach Hep puts together a great game plan to shut these guys down, and which they did. And like I said, we were opportunistic on offense. So just really pleased. The kids are just great effort.
Well, big impressive thing to get to the third level. They said it's been quite a few years since Randolph got to the third level. A few teams have got to the 4th level and a chance to get to state in the past. But what does it mean to you to get to the third level of the playoffs?
Well, everybody's goal is to continue to get in the playoffs and continue to move. So, we've been very fortunate this year with a great bunch of kids that just really work hard, and things have fallen our way so far. So hopefully we can keep it going. It's a great deal for the kids, younger kids that are out there looking, that are thinking about playing football down the road. This is a big deal for them. So we want to make sure and keep it moving if we can.
Okay, Tom, congratulations. Nice victory tonight, and I'll let you just wrap things up and head back home.
Yeah, great. Thank you. Appreciate it, Steve. Thank you.
Okay, we'll see you next week. Tom Chase joining us again on the field, but again, just an impressive victory here for Randolph, and sometimes we don't talk about their defense enough. They have so many great offensive players, but man, what a great defensive effort by the Randolph Rockets against one of the better offensive teams around the area. And they come up with a 43-13 victory here at Randolph, and they'll be taking their show on the road coming up next Friday, and we will be here. I know Jeff and I for sure will be at the game and bringing you that video streaming on Radio Plus. So thanks for joining us here tonight and watching a great game for the Randolph Rockets. This has been Randolph Rocket Football. Victorious here, heading to level 3 football on RP Sports.
Radio Plus Sports. The complete broadcast schedule can be found at radioplusinfo.com.